Okay. I clicked it. There's a problem playing this audio file. I literally just played it. Let me just download that real quick. Okay, live on stream. Let's go.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, that
this
was
is
good.
Gary here. I just
That
want
was
to
good.
stop by and
D&D
let you know
first.
it's the only
So
morning
was that 30
podcast.
seconds of just silence?
Yeah, but also, wait, I now got it to play, so now we're starting.
Cool. Is it actually playing?
Yeah, hello. This is Gary here.
We
I
just
wanna
go with it.
Stop by
Let's
and
just-
let you know
let's just
about
roll.
the only morning podcast on at night.
Oh,
Bands
hey,
for
Bear.
breakfast.
B4B Murder Bear
They're
went live.
great. Let me tell you about them.
Well,
They
turns
have
out
this
we're
horse
live.
guy who's
20
always trying
minutes
to touch
late.
stuff,
25 minutes late.
and a
It's
literal
okay.
giant.
Sorry, viewers.
You know, so there's
Yeah,
that.
all.
I hope you all
actually, I don't even
enjoy.
have Twitch up, so I don't even know.
Hi,
the
Mom.
iPad. Yeah. There are a few things we do want to follow up on from last week. I borrowed that in map from, it's actually Roll20's marketplace, one of the packs that you can buy. You can buy map packs from the Roll20. So that's where I got that from. So credits somewhere, whatever. And I will post those on the images or at the end, properly. Yeah, and so we pick up. Everyone went to bed last, and I pretty much just panned out. You guys slept. So the recap: adventurers were on the road. They were on the road for about 8 days. You guys left the last inn before hitting the forest, forest proper for Saragossa Forest, to get your more or less marching orders. And after re-listening to last episode, I will probably take a shot every time I say more or less, because I said it like 55 times, and I apologize. But they...
You think you'll do it more or less this time?
Take a shot.
Fucking bottom.
Yeah. So Harnick was your guys' fearless escort. Harnick and his trusty steed Joshua pulling a cart south, leaving Jarhalt towards the Saragossa Forest. You guys entered the forest thicket before the actual forest proper, and a wicked storm arose. Harnick told you guys to run. Some of you did. Raoul turned around to see a giant, what looked like splinters sticking out of his chest. After flash of lightning, it appeared that Harnick's body was dragged off of the road, and the storm raged on. They looked for a little bit in the woods, could not find anything, and continued on. Within a couple minutes of continuing down the road, the storm, like magic, vanished, as if walking through a doorway. It was sunny and perfect again, as if there was no storm to begin with. They descended into the valley that is the forest proper after watching the shimmering, almost like illusions of the trees shifting in and out, changing type, shape. I mean, I don't know, species, is that what they are?
What's the proper word?
Yeah, for
Variety?
sure, of trees and fauna, whatever. They walked along the wall side and came upon the town of City, where they graciously were greeted with a bunch of farmers and more hicks. I don't know. They went to the inn. Raoul put on a show. The party kind of asked questions, met Bernard, met Barbara, met Bethlyn, met all of them.
Babel and Brea.
These are all brand new names to me. I don't know about you guys.
As well as the bard
Blaven.
Laven.
Blaves? I don't know. Doesn't matter.
It probably doesn't. He's dead.
Okay.
Who
He died.
Blaze?
He died in the night.
It's
Shaking
all
like
of
baby
them
syndrome.
did.
it's like watching a Spinal Tap, Kyle. We're just gonna.
Yep.
He's dead.
He's dead now.
He's dead now.
He's dead.
It
You
did matter.
guys then, met a couple of the townsfolk, Paw, Thurgot, and eventually met after running into Lore and Tor. You found Gary, who was very not prepared for you guys to show up that day, and told you come back in the morning when he is ready for you. So you guys kind of just came into this town, caused some commotion. It was wild, and here we are. I do want to start off with Raul. Raul is known best not by his muscles, but by his nightly activities in towns far and wide.
That is how I'm known best.
It's a lasting impression, more I think. They recall a hulk of a man, and by man I mean Goliath, coming in, inspiring and flexing his way to their hearts. But some innkeepers or night fishermen coming in at all times of night know him best for the naked bramblings of his night walk that he suffers from. They find him literally anywhere and everywhere doing chin-ups or squatting carts or deadlifting drunks on the street, stark ass naked, shining in the moonlight, glistening from the tiny coat of oil still left on his skin. So in the early morning hours, I want to say the middle of the night, but probably earlier in the morning, not sunrise yet. The middleest daughter, Brea, went down into the cellar of the inn to grab some more wine and restock some stuff when she was, I want to say, pleasantly surprised, because it would be a pleasant surprise to find a naked Raul.
Pleasant and terrifying.
Holding what looks to be 2 stacks of 4 massive bags of flour that he, I guess, found in the basement cellar when, again, he's not very aware of what he does, but he just knows he needs to get his pump on. Just squatting. And again, Raul was used to waking up to someone screaming at his presence. She was startled, but she didn't scream. She actually kind of walked down there and watched, one, because, oh, what a sight. And 2, because
Thanks, Jeff.
Hey, Jeff.
Hey, Jeff. We
Hi,
can
Mr.
hear Ken.
Hi, Mr. Ken.
Hey, Ken. Yeah. It's fine. It's funny. We just heard Ken talking. It was cool. Hey, Ken. Okay. So she actually kind of watched
so the
for a
stream
little
can't
bit.
hear Zach?
And yeah, they so she watched for a little bit, more with a smirk on her face, and then came down and kind of like poked him. She probably comes up to like what his butt, like, she's like 5'6" and he's 8'1".
8'1".
Yeah.
Your 1 inch is important. Every inch counts.
Yeah. So she comes up and like pokes him. Don't know what he does, if he wakes up or not, but just kind of is curious because, she's been just watching him for a few minutes.
He does not.
Yeah, she continues on her way then and probably gets back up to her rooms and talks to her sisters about it because it was really strange. Yeah. And then the other thing that actually happened early in the morning, still because Brea, you know, it was like early morning was getting stuff. So that woke Bethlyn up. Bethlyn then went to the kitchen. She knows that Willow is going to help with the morning meal because Barbara told her about it. So she actually comes into Willow's room. If you lock the door, she's got a master key. So how light of a sleeper is Willow?
I think she's kind of been not necessarily on the run, but she's always been. Well, for the last 50 years, she's been by herself with the threat of someone being after her. So I'd like to think that she's a pretty light sleeper.
What's your
Aren't-
passive perception? Oh, sorry.
14.
Aren't elves' meditations like make them pretty aware of their surroundings?
The trance?
Yeah.
I thought so, but I'm not
I think
sure
you're
anymore.
aware. I thought you're aware.
Well, let's find out as a group of people, because I've been reading it and it just says that it's like 4 hours as opposed to 6 or whatever. It doesn't. I don't know if it necessarily says anything about.
I got you, by the way.
You're
Elves
looking it
don't
up?
need to sleep. Instead, they meditate deeply, remaining semi-conscious for 4 hours a day. While meditating, you can dream after a fashion. Such dreams are actually mental exercises that have become reflexive over through the year's practice. After resting this way, you gain the same benefits you can thus from 8 hours of sleep. So it really just depends on what you determine semi-conscious means. But it does say they meditate deeply and are semi-conscious. So maybe you can hear your surroundings. I don't know.
I'll go with the passive perception. That's fair, right?
Yeah, I'm okay with that. 14.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice. So you don't hear her enter.
Okay.
Yeah, she's doesn't even have any bonuses in it. She's just a sneaky girl, I guess. And she comes in, kneels down by your bedside. Are you laying down?
Yes.
Yeah, kneels down by your bedside and gently, like, taps you twice and says, "Oh, shh, don't be startled."
She jumps up and casts prestidigitation on the candles in the room, or a candle in the room, to shed some light, and she pulls out a wand that not a wand, but like a blasting rod of sorts. And she kind of points it at which one is it? Bethel?
It's actually
Brady?
Bethlehem.
You're gonna have to clarify this every single time. You know that, right, Zach?
Bethlehem?
Should use a
Bethlehem.
chef's spoon as your blasting rod.
We'll
Or a
talk.
rolling pin.
We'll talk.
And she'll jump back. I'm sorry. Shh. I know you're helping with breakfast. So
I'm so sorry, love. I didn't mean that. I'm just a little jumpy, being alone for a while. Yes, thank you very much.
So I wanted to talk to you also, so you can help me make breakfast so Mom doesn't have to. But I did want to show you something. If you're ready, we can go to the kitchen.
That sounds great. Let's go.
Okay. She gets to the kitchen and she starts helping make breakfast. The first thing she makes is 8 eggs and 6 slabs of beef, and takes 2 pitchers up and leaves them outside of Raoul's door and knocks on his door.
He ain't in there.
Ouch. All good. And yeah, so that's sitting there because he requested it from Bernard the night before, so want to make sure he's happy. And she also makes a one single muffin once you guys are cooking, she actually like bakes this one muffin, and you may take note of it or not, but she eventually comes over to you and goes, I think you should give this to Vargas. You should go see Vargas and tell him this is from me, and he might be able to help you guys.
Who's Vargas?
Vargas was the guy who a handful of villagers talked about, and Bernard yelled at Paw Paw for talking about. He went on his tryout and was the only one to come back with the group. And he currently is the like town hunter. He's the only one who actually ventures out into the forest to bring back animals. He lives in, and yeah, so I mean, if that's who he is, it was it was mentioned a couple times, I think, but that's who he is.
Okay. Cool.
Yep. And yeah, and so you guys cook breakfast, and it is morning, so Eclipse has like 3 kids standing around her, him, it.
Either her or they, it doesn't matter.
Has 3 kids, 3 townsfolk kids. She's been aware watching her for a long while, and one of them actually worked up the courage to grab a stick and poke you.
Don't do anything.
Yeah.
That's
I mean,
sweet.
yeah, that's kind of, they're just like in awe and just like poking. Jedgar slept face first, I think, in a tree or like against a tree.
I think it was the side of a house. Wasn't it the side of a house?
No, it was a tree this time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And Brotar slept up in a tree, I believe.
It's at the base of a tree, but yeah, it works.
Okay, sorry. I pictured it more of like a hammock situation.
That's a heck of a tree.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. And then yeah, so it is morning time. So a centaur, a half orc, a warforged, a Goliath, an elf walk into a bar. I couldn't skip that opportunity. But yeah, so what do you guys want to do?
So when Jedgar wakes up, the first thing he's going to do is look for food. And he gets up at the ass crack of dawn with the sun.
Yeah, they're they've got food being prepared in the kitchen. You probably, if you go into the Deep Bear Tavern, they probably hear you come in.
I am starving. Who has the food
I
for
said
me?
I wanted those peppers, Julian. If I can't get a helper who can do it properly, I'll do it myself. And then you hear a plate shatter.
It's been a morning.
I wake up at the plate shattering.
Yeah.
In the basement.
Oh,
You, fuck off!
not again.
You'd burn water.
I mean, at this point, if I hear a plate shattering, very slowly I will only move my arm, reach into my bag, and give the kids the shoddy pot that I stole from last session. Go and turn around and just walk in to see what's going on in the fucking
The
thing.
kid you hand it to, it's just a younger, probably like 5-year-old boy. He grabs it, and he's like, this smells like beans, and like tosses it.
Eric
Does the
dives and
cellar
catches
connect to the
bean
kitchen?
pod.
Is that what?
Cellar connect to the kitchen?
If you look at the image, actually.
Oh, I see it now. Yes.
Where does it connect?
So it's a little funky. Yeah, it
Adjacent
does.
to the kitchen.
It's
okay.
it's that bottom right room. There should be a stairwell.
Oh, I see it. Yeah, they were just a little dark. Yep.
Yeah, it is dark.
I will kind of waddle my way up out of the cellar holding whatever large melon I can find, or bread loaf I can find.
Have
Okay.
you
Just in front of my
found your
junk.
pants yet?
They are not in the cellar with me.
Okay. The world DM said he was down there naked. He
I
set
sleep.
the tone.
Raoul sleepwalks, and he sleeps naked, so that's why. And he does exercises in his sleep because working out 24/7 is how you get a body as pristine as his.
No,
And it
don't
is pristine, the most pristine.
I thought it was like 1,000 push-ups, 1,000 like squats, and then like a 10-kilometer run.
Well, when do you think I get the squats done?
Ah,
night.
At night.
Yeah, at
Or
night.
pull-ups?
Yeah. So yeah, normally he does pull-ups as his norm, but unfortunately there wasn't much to pull up, so he was, pushing up squats. So yeah, you come up. It does actually. You're right. It does connect to the kitchen. So you would come up, walk through there. You you have Bibel, the oldest daughters. Once that plate hit the floor and the Julianning yelling, she kind of ran out and was like, "Fuck this!" Blah blah blah. And Barbara comes down the stairs and kind of gets into the kitchen, helps out. That's when Raul, I guess, is coming through, and
Pardon me.
and everyone's
It was
just
a
like,
long night.
yeah, they're just hand over their eyes, like looking down, blushing, and sneaking peeks, and someone probably pinches your butt as they pass.
It
Whoa.
was me.
You may admire, but do not touch.
Yeah, and yeah.
Wait, did I pass Jedgar?
Jedgar was at the crack of dawn. He was actually in there waiting before you came up, so you did pass Jedgar.
Jedgar, I had a moment of time to think last night. About your dilemma, about the pants. Here, I have 2 designs. What do you think? I will continue working, but these are what I thought initially. If you guys look in Discord.
Yeah.
Oh, you actually put it
Oh,
in
Discord. Okay.
This confuses me very much. I look at them and I think both of them are amazing. I don't. It's all about comfort, Really, is what it boils down to.
my god. So one is back legs up into the waist of the horse, up and over, tail goes through a hole, and the other is all 4 legs, and the belt goes around the waist horizontally of the horse.
I feel like I would wear it with my tail out for business attire, and with all 4 legs in on a night out when I want to be a wild boy, when I want to sow my wild oats.
I will find much fabric and I will work on these over a while.
Please make sure it's not itchy fabric.
Actually, you bring me the fabric you want and I will fix it up for you.
Gang, we need crabs. I want crab shell pants.
Crab shell.
So that they clack.
There's just a majesty about the crab. Have you seen them walk? It is wonderful. They scuttle. They slide.
So Bernard is coming into the inn. Morning patrons are coming in. What's Brochar doing? Did he wake up and come in, or is he still?
He would have woke up, come in to grab something to eat real quick, and see when we're headed out.
Okay. Yeah, you guys are all. Looks like you're all there. Yeah, Willow's probably still in the back cooking, and dinner or breakfast is being served. Eclipse came in as well.
Yep. At the sound of the plate breaking.
Yeah, so you're coming in as she is heading out. Bibel is heading out, cursing under her breath. And yeah, the only thing would be Brea, the middle daughter, is kind of hosting everyone. And yeah, kind of like gazing at Raul.
Has he put on pants yet?
I'm gonna head up to my room, grab that breakfast, and put on my thong.
I imagine he went up and came back, but
It doesn't hide much.
I walk up to. I assume Jedgar is stuffing his face.
Oh yes.
Okay. Does Brotar have? Is Brotar stuffing his face?
He's just eating.
yeah, Bernard walks in and he's just
Is Bubs frozen for everybody?
oh yeah, he is.
He is.
Yep, we lost him.
How
You
is
know,
that-
Jeff, if I keep moving my fucking figure, you can't keep drawing on her.
Says who?
I just
Yeah,
have to keep moving the whole time.
Okay, sorry, I missed all of that because
Good.
my internet just cut out for like 10 seconds.
That's
I think
Yes,
there's a
we-
thunderstorm coming through Frederick.
we
Yeah,
stopped.
we got one here.
Yeah, we stopped when you cut it when you froze on us.
Brotar is eating, not necessarily stuffing his face, just grabbing some food. And why are we headed out? Where's the talker from last night?
Somewhere in town, I believe. We should. Do you want me to retrieve him?
That would be amazing. Do you need help?
If you want.
I'll come with you.
Are you guys looking for Gary? Did you find him last night?
Who's talking?
Bernard chimes in from behind the bar.
Yes.
Well, that's good. Did he tell you anything like where to?
Most unhelpful.
Yeah, that's him. Well, like I said, the building, on the far side. If you keep going straight out the door, on the right, you'll see their Versailles emblem. That's the spot.
Easy enough.
Thank you.
And I guess we will go retrieve Gary and then bring him back here with the idea to bring him back there or something like that.
You gonna eat breakfast first and then?
I
that,
do not
or-
eat. That's why I was going to go do that.
Okay, so Eclipse and Brotar
Brotar.
goes. So you guys, as you guys do that, everyone else just eating. I just want to make sure.
Yeah, I assume. I mean, has Willow finished cooking?
You could break off whenever you want to break off. You said you'd help with breakfast, so they kind of let you run the kitchen all morning. Barbara did come down, so she's glad to watch you cook or take over. It doesn't matter to her.
I think she'd cook. At least she'd start cooking. Like she'd start prepping some other things, and then when Raoul, walked through the kitchen, she would start making his. She'd be like, "Oh yes, naked man in the kitchen. Get out, get out. The grease will get on you and hurt a little bit. So how did you want your eggs, Raoul? Was it over easy? Did you want an omelet? And how many eggs
We
do
already.
you eat?
They're waiting. They're waiting for him at his room.
You made
Sure.
him. You made his food.
Remember, I said she took up 8 eggs and 7 slices of beef and 2 pitchers of water.
When we talked about this?
I also missed that.
That was
I
like
heard.
20 minutes ago.
Okay. That's why I missed it.
You were probably too busy
Yelling at Jeff for drawing on my character. Yes. Stop
I
it.
was helping Jeff fix sound for the stream, so
And I was distracted. And then that's when I broke the.
I'm
Okay.
sorry, you were julienning peppers and she just snuck away.
Okay.
Dropped off
Okay.
the food at his door and came back. So like your back was turned and she was already back.
Hey, from Jeff to Eric, what does julienning a pepper mean?
Julienning a pepper is when you cut it into thin strips. Normally, you use it for stir fries.
Cool.
Oh, you did your research.
No, he
I
did
julienne-
stir fry tonight.
Dude,
He's just throwing the one
Jeff?
thing he knew.
Jeff,
You learned it tonight.
please
What? Please what?
cut it out.
Who? Oh, the blue. Yeah, since I'm obviously blue, you dingus.
Care. I'm tired of it. I've already got someone who made food for Raoul. I'm pretty upset about that. I don't need dicks drawn on my character.
I'm not drawing dicks.
Fine, cashews. Shrimps. I don't know.
So
So, does Raoul know about the food?
Yeah, I already grabbed it.
he might want more. I mean, it's not much for Goliath. 8 eggs and 7 strips of beef. That's like
So, did you
child's play.
what did you want? I'm sure you haven't eaten yet today. What did you want? Omelet? You know, I could do scrambled.
You fix me chef surprise. I'll eat anything. But it is early morning. Let us go find this Gary.
But I'm supposed to be. But I'm cooking. But I. But. All right. All right, Barbara. I'm tagging you in. I just. I've left the this low heat to simmer. Just make sure nothing gets burnt, and I'll take care of the dishes when I get back. And there is a massive pile of dishes.
I was about to describe, like, she walks into the kitchen and like, yeah, you're cooking and shit, and then you pan over and it's like just a shit show of like because it was just the two of you like cooking, right? So no one was doing dishes or cleaning up. Yeah. So she's just, hon, just okay, get out of here.
How many plates of food did you cook?
How many plates did I cook?
3?
How many people were here?
The party, the daughters obviously ate as they were cooking, or ate what they cooked as well. And let's do like 4 patrons. But you were cooking for a centaur as well, so like that was like a whole ordeal in itself.
So yeah, it was probably like food for 25 people. That she cooked, and then didn't do any of the dishes for. Oh yes, I'm supposed to bring a muffin to Vargas. Where is he?
Who are you talking to?
Bethany. Or Barbara.
Barbara. Oh, if you walk out the door, you just keep going straight. You'll go and you'll hit the wall, the cliff wall, and you'll see a cave. He's in that cave. He doesn't get many visitors. Why do you? I don't even, honestly, I don't care. I'm gonna clean these dishes.
Thanks, love. And then she's gonna leave. So we can progress.
Okay. So again, do you leave? Do you have breakfast, or do you leave? Are you joining Jedgar eating, or is Jedgar done eating? I feel like he eats for a while.
Jedgar eats for a good like 30 or 40 minutes.
Okay, and Eclipse doesn't. So Eclipse kind of got out of there.
Eclipse and Brotar are gone.
I feel like Brotar like took his plate and like anime style just like hop done.
Or did you just take your plate with you?
Yeah.
Probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then just starts grabbing shit off of it, and then throws the plate, because what's he gonna use a plate for?
He's not very interested right now in small talk. Small talks are after adventures and stuff, and right now he's game and geared towards the adventure.
Okay. So the two of you leave, whilst I guess Raoul and Jedgar and Willow, you do what you want to do. Either stay in there with them or leave.
Jedgar would eat until somebody sort of was like, "Hey, we're leaving."
Okay.
Willow would probably like go up and be like, "Okay, did you enjoy food that I made?"
It was wonderful.
What was your favorite thing? What did you enjoy the most? She did cook up a bunch of vegetables. I don't know if he eats eggs.
My favorite thing was the raw apples. They were just so perfect.
What is he, a horse, a centaur, or a man? I have no idea.
What about the carrots?
Hey, get upset with us.
Carrots hurt my stomach. But
Oh,
but those raw apples, very delicious, nice and red.
Yeah, I
Didn't cook those.
Yeah, but and what about the other things, like the things that were actually cooked and warm?
And you see the pile of not eaten cooked food.
All meat.
Yes. All the
Which
meat
is
is
basic-
untouched.
Basically, like most of what she did was meat.
Raul's like probably doing work on that though.
Is he? Is Raoul doing work on that meat?
I already ate everything.
See,
Oh.
he ate everything.
Yeah.
I gotta run.
Okay, so yeah, everyone chowed down. So yeah, as opposed to sitting there and eating for a while, he just smashed it all, and you guys head out the door. Just like Bernard said, market is on your left. You're going around on the dirt road, and again, you kind of see like butcher shop. You do hear the blacksmith hammering away, and then you see the iconic crest of the Rasai hanging from a sign outside of a very more tattered, crappy looking. It's it's a very skinny, taller, maybe 2-story building, packed in almost like there should be like an alleyway where it belongs, but instead this building is there. And the door is actually open when you arrive.
Is it all of us as a group, or just the two of us?
Nope. Yeah, you guys headed up first. They saw your queue, and so they're right behind you. It sounds like.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I've had fate out here.
Thanks for not splitting. I wanted to push towards that.
On second thought, I have to go run a few errands in town.
Oh, I have to go into this cave real quick. Let me go do that.
I'm going to go start on those pants.
Productive morning.
Clips will just walk straight in. If the door's open,
Yeah.
just walk in.
You
I'll
walk
go
in.
with Eclipse.
Willow will go into.
You can all fit, even though you're questioning if you can all fit. And you see, like walking into a very, very small, actually, like the I want to say the entry to a hotel. It's literally just a desk, like a counter. And you see Gary sitting up on a stool behind the counter. You see 3 chairs on either side of the wall. Nothing special going on in here. It's very, you see a staircase behind him leading up. And like nothing, like, I mean, like a poster, or sorry, not a poster, a cloth hanging from the wall with the Rasai crest on it. And yeah, that's like it. Like this is like bare bones, plain Jane. Yeah, like just real light wood. It probably needs a fresh coat like 6 years ago and didn't get it. And he's sitting there just kind of drinking his morning stout. I was expecting you now. Good morning.
Good morning. Do you have an extra one?
What do I look like? Wait, didn't you just come from the tavern?
He's
but
a
you didn't.
halfling.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you didn't, and do you have any more?
Hold on, let me check my back pocket.
Okay, yes. Okay.
Yeah, that was good.
That's a good one.
No, but you can have a sip, I guess.
No, it's
No.
fine.
Sips for future heroes. Nice.
So
Good
what-
morning, Gary. You said you were going to have a ceremony for us, correct, or something? How about we get to it? What are you doing for us?
Yeah, it's not a ceremony, but watch this. And he pulls out a parchment that's rolled up. He flips it over. You see the wax seal of the Rasai stamped on it. He goes, "This is as ceremonial as it gets." Crack, and he breaks the seal. unfurls it, lays it on the desk, and gather round, gather round. And on it, scrawled on it, is your guys' orders.
So I know you mentioned it last night, but I didn't want to go into details with all them, people around. Close the door. Close the door. And
Mage hand.
I like that.
and he starts reading. It's mostly like contractual shit. Like Gary hereby verify that XYZ showed up and they are to be sent out to retrieve this amulet. Literally, it says amulet on it. Signed by, and it is the signature, like most people getting their personal mail from the CEO, who hand signed every letter. The signature of the the Order of the Versailles, the leaders, the multiple leaders that make up the governing body. They are
The council.
The Council of Versailles. So their signatures are at the bottom, pretty much saying,
okay, so what I'm gonna need is each of you's, your John Hancocks right about here.
Who is that?
What do I look like? I don't know.
And he points there, and he just sign it. And you see Raul. What's Raul's last name?
That is.
If not, that's fine.
I'll find it and get back to you. I have it.
Brotar.
Bertar Smithgard.
Jedgar.
Jedgar Hoover.
Really? Eclipse.
Just Eclipse.
And I got booed. Okay, guys, I got booed.
No, there's a reason, and me and Jeff made it together.
I am
okay with it.
Raoul Grimsbane, but I try to not bring that up.
Well, it's written there, so you don't have to. It's just written. Your full name in entirety is there. And Willow.
Glade, obviously.
Okay, and you also see a Zeros as well. Zeros case. So that was the 6 of you that were supposed to show up, and only 5 of you are there. Yep, have at it. And he hands over the pin.
I don't think Eclipse has ever used a pen before.
Does she take? Do they take it first?
Alphabetically? No, Brotar.
Brotar, yeah, Brotar gets it.
He marks his mark.
Okay.
Eclipse just kind of looks at it, watches intently what Brotar does, and just mimics that and
copies
writes
it. Yeah.
the messiest or the straightest version of Eclipse, the blockiest letters that you could ever have seen.
I thought you were gonna write Brotar's say.
Yeah,
Yes.
No,
I was waiting for that.
Can read and all that, so it's more of hasn't used that.
Raoul just writes Raoul in a very nice, scripty, flowing hand script.
Like his signature that he gives out all the time.
Yes. It's spectacular. It has a really nice flourish at the end.
Practiced.
Yeah.
Willow will, sign her name, Willow Glade, in all of its grandeur. Oh, hey, it's windy out.
Jedgar will pick up the piece of paper, put it on the floor, and stomp it with his hoof.
Of course he will. Yeah. I figured.
I was going to say, Willow would turn to go to hand him the pen and be like, how does
He has arms.
I have hands.
Well,
look at them. They're right in front of you. Slap! Hands.
You are the most confusing centaur I have ever met.
And he takes the page.
Are the most confusing human I have ever met.
Never mind. Sounds okay.
He takes the paper back and he looks it over. He goes,
Yep. So it's kind of ambiguous at best. You go into the forest, and I don't know how else to say it, but you just keep going, and eventually you'll find what you're looking for.
That is not helpful.
Yeah, well, okay, I know.
Yeah. He hasn't been very helpful.
The forest knows what you're looking for. It's magic. I mean, we touched on it last night. I don't know if you talked to anyone else. That's why I said go see Vargas. I know he's a bear of a man. He's complete asshole. Yeah, really. But he's the only one who's gone in and come out. And he said, the forest knows what you're looking for. You get in it, and and it'll lead you there. You just gotta keep going forward. That's what I'm told. And look, it's written right here. Amulet Forest.
What is it called?
What's what called?
The amulet.
It's the amulet of the forest of Saragossa.
How will we know what it will look like?
So he grabs a piece. Is anyone wearing a necklace?
Nope.
I don't
No.
think so.
No, wrong character.
Yeah.
He grabs out of his like underneath the desk. He grabs like some rope, and he like throws it around Willow's neck, like around the backside, and he pulls it down. And he's like,
Yeah, it's gonna be like something like this, and there might be something like at the bottom here, maybe a gem or a gold, silver. I mean,
She slaps him.
hey, cut it out.
0 damage. I have a -1 in the strength. So
Ugh, it's too early for this shit. I'm just trying to help.
I know what an amulet is. I meant specifics.
Well, you asked.
The specifics.
Go, go talk to Vargas again.
I
we
do
thought-
owe him a muffin.
You got a muffin for Vargas?
Yeah, one of the daughters. Bethlyn,
Bethlyn gave you a muffin?
Barack Obama, I don't know.
Gary, I have a question for you. Do the Versailles pay you well for being an emissary?
Not well enough, if you ask me.
But they pay you decently, right?
Enough.
I'm looking at taking a job being an emissary. All you have to do is stand there and say, sign this paper, and you know nothing. So I'm gonna go talk to Vargas. And I leave.
I also leave.
It's like he's trying to insult me, but man, I get paid to do nothing.
I feels like I understand where this is going, so I'm going to follow them.
Good morning, good luck. Come back, bring it back here when you're done.
Oh, okay,
Before I leave, I
bye.
turn around. Is this your house?
Oh, upstairs is, yeah, they pay for my house too.
Got it. And I turn around to leave.
and then we see later that night Eclipse standing in front of a burning house.
oh my god.
Screams of, ah. I don't know, I can't do Gary's voice.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, it burns.
All the grease.
That's not very nice.
Oh god.
Yeah.
We all leave.
So they leave, and he doesn't follow you. Surprise, surprise. You're going to Vargas's abode.
Cave.
So
Hovel.
you do as Barbara said, I believe, Willow.
Was it Barbara?
Was Barbara and Bethlyn. They both
Okay.
kind of gave you a rundown. You keep going north, actually, because you can see a giant cliff face above the town. So you're winding through this residential, pretty much just small, tight houses packed together. You do see on your right a pretty wickedly tall tree. And then, yeah, you kind of come out of, there's trees scattered throughout this town, more along like the outskirts. Like this probably was the outskirts of the town before they put up that wooden wall and cleared it. So it's pretty clear once you break through this pretty much, and you can see it on the map here, just trees behind the houses. And then, yeah, big tree on your right. That's the eastern side. Your western side, you actually do see like a well, a nice little path, and stuff around a well, people fetching water this time of morning. And you do see a more like crack, I guess, in the cave, like a entrance to a cave in the wall, dead ahead. You can't miss it. It's the only one there.
This is where Vargas lives. This is where Vargas lives. We are told. To the party, whoever's with me.
I mean, the whole party, but only one of us was told.
Apparently this is where I'm supposed to deliver this.
They said that he is a bear of a man. He lives in a cave.
Wow.
Okay.
Fuck me.
Oh, you planned that one, didn't you?
Never ever. So you do see, yeah, it's pretty much, it's like 8 feet tall, 6 feet wide, just crack in the stone face in front of you, the cliff face in front of you, and there is a sconce in the wall with a unlit torch. I mean, it's morning, there's sunlight, it's shining in, and what you see is, if you guys proceed to enter the cave.
Hello,
Hello,
Vargas.
Vargas,
I brought you a muffin.
Muffin. You hear
Muffin.
the muffin is actually, she gave you this, it's actually really nice, this really muffin-sized basket with a nice napkin, like cloth napkin wrapped over it, like real pretty with a bow on top.
What
and
the
a
hell is a muffin-sized basket?
It is the size of
It's
a
about this
muffin.
big.
One
One
muffin?
muffin.
About
Just-
this big.
Singular muffin basket.
Bigger than a muffin, so the muffin can fit in it, and a handle so you can carry your one muffin.
Who the fuck made a one muffin basket?
And I have a
Zach
question.
did.
Why did I steal a shoddy pot when there are muffin baskets?
You stole a shoddy pot that smelled like beans, but I don't think you can smell.
I can. I do have all my senses.
Oh, okay. I'm so sorry. I was debating it today in my head, and I was like, well, if you can't eat and you can't, what else can't they do?
I mean, they don't eat. They don't need to breathe.
So you
Yeah.
So
can't
maybe they can't
taste.
smell. Actually, thinking
That's-
about it.
If you don't like, that's taste and smell.
Yeah,
Like that's
Yeah, no,
all.
can't smell. Not a thing. You're
But
right.
we
Or
could ch- I
taste,
mean,
right?
I mean, they
Because you don't have a
eat.
mouth.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can smell your stuff.
Eclipse does not have a mouth. No.
Yeah.
So that
let
was
them
my
and you.
theory, and that was my conundrum today. And I assumed, which again, if you can smell, that's fine. We could say you can smell. I don't
Nah,
care.
we're good. I like it. I like it better than I can't.
But I like the kid talking about beans. I thought it would really get Eric going.
Was the
It's what
kid's
the
name?
kids say.
Was the kid's name Barrick?
Oh,
Barrick the Bean Boy. Is he watching that really famous show, Carriages 2?
there was a good
Oh
point
my God.
last last
With
week.
Bowen Wilson.
There was a really good point last week, Jeff, where you said Borance and Borance, I think it was. And then I re-listened to it and I was like, wow, you really missed it, because it could have been Borance and Snorance.
Oh,
I know.
we can't all be winners, man.
Yeah, I did that to myself today. I was just like, man, that's kind of funny. But
Hello, Vargas. We have brought you muffin.
muffin. So it's echoing back at you. If you peer in, if anyone so chooses to, or you guys can just proceed in, it actually it's like 20 feet down and a spiraling around the edge, just rock walkway that spirals down to a flat landing, large flat landing. It's probably 30 feet wide, 15, 20 feet down, and another cave opening. You can see like light kind of coming out of an opening down below, but you guys can just kind of proceed in.
So it's not completely pitch black in here.
Well, yeah, because there's some light on the inside coming out of another opening
Okay.
down below.
Perfect.
And sun's coming in from behind you guys.
And you
so-
said there are sconces.
outside there's
Unlit.
one. Yeah, unlit out front. Like you'd
Yeah.
have your porch light. He's got his porch sconce.
Muffin lady, you go in first, we follow.
Well, I'd rather not be called the Muffin Lady, but that's okay. It's Willow, but
Muffin elf, go inside.
Keebla.
Okay.
Willow will remember this.
She writes down Raoul's name in her little book. Should make him
Remember.
pay.
You're the best
Yeah.
muffin lady you can be.
I'm more than muffins.
Nobody said you were not. At the moment, you are the best muffin lady in this whole area, are you not?
If you look at his
About
character
that.
token, you'll definitely see he's more than muffins.
Wait,
Oh, Lord. So you guys proceed in, and you spiral downward, and you can smell all kinds of wild smells, like caustic, maybe, like what is it? Like carbon,
Peanut butter?
dioxide, like just like burning. I'm trying to think. Has anyone like who's familiar with cities and the okay? So you guys would
Raoul.
know probably the smell like when you walk by like the I want to say tanneries. Is that tanneries? If you're boiling skin,
So, like ammonia.
yeah, and making them into hide and stuff like that. So like those types of smells combined with just like I guess it'd be like charcoal and just burning, kind of all around. And you see an entrance at the bottom. Again, faint glowing light coming out. It feels warmer down here, coming from this other entryway. You don't actually see when you look at it. You don't see anything. The light's coming from the right hand side, kind of coming across and out. Because there's a giant boulder. When you get closer, you notice it's just, and again, because it's daytime, the cave's not pitch black or anything. It's just dim lit. But you see, it's almost like you take a step forward into this other entry, and then you take a step right. And again, it's all just, I mean, this is cliff, so this is all rock, somehow naturally formed or carved out. And yeah, it's more or less like a giant boulder was placed in front of this entry, so it forces you to kind of step in. It's about 8 feet tall, 3 feet wide, so much narrower, and you just kind of go in almost like in a very tiny entry room or atrium, and then immediate right hand turn, and you enter a pretty large looking room. It's still, again, it's a cave, and if you look on the maps, you will see it's down to the left. Oh, it's actually right below the world map.
This looks handmade.
I made this.
I'm proud of you. You didn't steal it. Do you want to credit who you stole this from? For real, though?
I stole this from Zach Trout. Hold on,
That guy,
Kyle,
he
give me
doesn't
1
deserve
second.
any credit.
He sounds like a douchebag. I'm just saying.
Doesn't deserve any credit for any of this.
So he made this. He's made this. I'd love to show you what this actually used to be before I made this, because you'll get a kick out of it. I think you would like. Oh man, yeah, you'll lose your lose your stuff.
Yeah, sure, I can
Um,
be in the middle. That's fine.
Oh, you guys just grab hold. I just wanted to move them so you could see them.
Where are we entering from?
At the bottom there, you see how there's like boulders going
Okay.
to the right, and it's this like narrower passage. Let me drop. Be funny. So you guys position how you walk in. You hear like a hammering as you were coming down in, echoing, and then you do see again a bigger from behind, long dark hair, long dark grayish hair. He's another big guy. He would be like Torrance if he was like half the size of Torrance. So they're not necessarily round as in like fat, but it's like again, if Raul let himself go and just I can't remember the villain from
Will never happen.
yeah, from Spider-Man, Spideyverse, you know, the mobster,
Oh,
how he looks
God.
just like
Is that Kingpin?
Yeah,
yeah,
that's Kingpin.
so how
thank
Kingpin is
you.
just like he's big, right? He's a big dude that looks like a big dude. He's not like skinny or jacked. He's just like big. So this is their shape. That's how I was imagining Torrance was like Kingpin, and then this is like Kingpin Junior.
Just thinner. Tall, but thinner.
No, not as tall. Again, like half, like
Oh.
everything.
Okay, sorry. I thought you meant just like narrower, as opposed. It's literally
Narrower
just like
and shorter.
everything.
Yeah, just shrink him down. So he's just kind of like stout, like a dwarf if a dwarf was a human. So just like just a kind of a bigger fellow, but he does have.
block.
You can't see from the front, but like he's got a big old belly. Yeah, there's a hard right turn when you're entering in, making a natural door for privacy and barricade to stop weather or anything coming in. But obviously, you've got that also that next chamber that you came down through. Yeah. There is smoke.
I got your
escaping.
muffin.
What? And you do see this guy kind of, he's like bent over, grabbing wood, trying to probably stoke fires, because you do see, and I'll describe the room for you real quick. In front of you, casks, empty or full, whatever, bags of stuff, racks on the left-hand side, that's those two poles, racks with hooks with hanging meats as well as hides thrown over them, drying.
We have racks on racks on racks.
Dude, there's racks on racks on racks in here. And then above that, you do see what looks like a is it a smithy furnace? Is that what they would be?
Could just be a furnace. It depends.
Oh yeah, well, just a furnace, but I thought of it more as like a smith, like a real hot burning furnace.
Like a brazier.
Like
Which
a
one?
forge? A forge?
Forge.
Yeah, like a forge.
Top left corner.
Got it.
Yeah, back there in the corner. And this is what it was before.
Wow. Oh God.
That was you trying to.
You made that
PowerPoint?
in fucking
Yeah.
PowerPoint, didn't
Yeah,
you?
I did.
Oh,
Yeah, I did.
don't you like it?
No.
No.
I like the big fish hooks on the right.
Everything.
Yeah,
What were they?
yeah.
Were those supposed to be like meat hooks?
Yeah, they are. They're meat hooks.
Oh my
Hey,
God.
look, his map got it across apparently.
It was a
You see?
guess.
You're welcome. And it turned into this. This is what came of it. You see your bear pelt laying on the floor next to a bed. On the right, 2 work tables with tools strewn about. Where he's facing is 2 ginormous stacks of logs, cut logs, and 3 pots that ammonia type smell, because you see like pelt sticking out from inside of there. So I guess he's got some sort of operation going in here. I wrote down here, the smell hits you like a lord's coach late for an appointment with their king.
I'm so happy we just decided I can't smell anything.
Yeah.
The smells are, or sorry, the temperature increase inside the cave is not subtle. It's a blast of heat against your face, or the any uncovered body parts. It's hot in here. Like he's working. I mean, like I said, there's 4 fires at least that you can see. Yeah, the first thing that catches your eyes are There's chests along the middle of the room as well, meat hooks hanging, racks of drying jerky, pots boiling, and weirdly enough, there's like bear traps and other traps, like trap doors or rabbit traps, strewn about the room as well. There's a shield that has a giant gash running from top left to bottom right, hanging on a wall near his bed. Yeah, and again, giant beard, dark brown, gray, matted hair, long halfway down his back. He turns, and you see these big bushy eyebrows, small eyes with a big old large nose. Yeah, he's just kind of he was grabbing wood. He's got an armload of wood, and you startled him.
I wasn't expecting guests. How may I help you? Why are you here?
Well, first off, I was told to give you this muffin.
Oh, you did.
Here you go.
Thank you.
He actually like kind of drops what he's doing and runs over there. And he grabs the basket from you, turns away, and like looks at the note.
Giggles.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Bethlin, what at all? Yeah, you guys don't look like you'd be hauling meats in here. Why'd you come? What are you doing here?
We're trying out for the Rasai.
And he was actually, while you're doing that, he took the basket, set it on one of those work tables, and did slowly reach for one of his meat cleavers while you guys went to answer, and then he like pulls his hand back once you say that.
Are you recruits? What? Who sent you?
Well, Harnick Adventure. Well, who was it? Harnick, or did someone else technically send us? Or are we more so talking about like?
I mean, the Rasai sent you, so I mean, like you would.
Like, he's asking who sent us. Like, does he mean Gary? Does he mean Harnick? Does he mean the Versailles? Because I had a question.
The council, like
when he asks who sent us, I say, Brindle says hello, and no, and pull out my daggers and my gun.
Yeah. Pew pew.
Okay.
Oh, I see. Yeah, it's that time, I guess. Again. I mean, all I do is I'm the crazy man that lives in the cave and goes hunting for everyone. I guess that was a dumb question. Well, thank you for the muffin, the best muffins. And he's smiling now. He does look a little crazy if you take a minute to look at him. It's not much, but this is what I do. And he kind of points back. I guess if Bethlin sent you, she didn't want you walking straight face forward into your death, like we did. If you're looking for tips, just remember the forest is alive. Yeah, call me crazy, call me whatever, but every move you make, it sees. Every sound you make, it feels.
The forest is alive with the sound of music.
Every move
Every
you
step
make,
you
yeah. I'll be
Besides-
watching you.
Besides that, what tips do you have that we can act on?
He actually goes over to a little chest at the foot of his bed. He digs around for a moment.
One second. You can sit. Can he sit?
And he's pointing to Jedgar.
What? Does nobody know what the centaur is in this whole world?
He
I'm just fucking with you, dude. There's some, and we ran into some. Tell them I said hi if they're your family. I don't know.
It's all my family.
And he grabs something after shuffling through his chest. He comes back, lays it on the table, waves you guys over.
Just this, it's nothing special, but I'm honestly glad they sent you. I don't want you to have to come back like we did. And by we I mean me. And if you actually scroll down a little bit, just below where you are, you will see this really shoddily shitty, torn, burnt, water damaged, hand drawn, like almost crayon.
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 The
Crayon.
French crayons.
Get out.
Drawn map. And you can see kind of it resembles what you've seen so far. You see the cliffs in the north. You see a waterfall in the far northwest that you didn't know was there. You see the tree line. You see the town of City right there in the top right. You see some ruins below there. You see this big old black, that draws your eye probably first, is this big old black area and the word dead written on top of it.
What's that?
Who manicures the tree lines? How are they so perfect?
Well, once you get in there, you'll find out that the forest does it all. It's the forest. I'm telling. I'm not crazy, okay, guys. I'm not crazy. The forest is alive, and remember that. You of all people, and he looks at you, and he really looks almost through you, like he knows you have some sort of connection to nature. It is alive, and I believe you could talk to it if you really try. But down here in the southeast corner, that's black and dead written incorrectly there. The scar. That's the scar. It's only desert and it's only death. You'll die from dehydration if nothing gets you first, and you'll be lucky at that. Don't get mixed up with them Fae, and that's still in that same area, but to the west a little bit. So pretty much he's saying the scar is there. There's Fae there.
Hey. Hey, you say?
Yeah, the issue with them is they come from nowhere. They look like anything. They're gonna tempt you guys. Just look at their eyes. Nothing looks blacker than those eyes of them Faes. And they're up to no good always.
What do the X's mean?
Yeah. So the first one that you'll probably run into again, the forest. Once you get in there, I mean, you become one, and it knows your deepest desire. It knows what you're looking for. So what you need to do, you need to just keep going forward, no matter what you see, no matter what you do, keep going forward, and eventually you're probably. We made our. That's what we did. We fought it for a while, and it fought back. You just got to give in and go, and that we found. I don't know if you'll find it or not, but that was they said it was Camp Astray. They're people, soldiers, ex-soldiers. They got lost going up the river, and and they wanted to get out, and the forest. No, it's not going to let you out. If you fight it, you can get out if you follow your desire, but if you fight it, you're gonna stay trapped. They actually they don't want to leave. They that camp may be your saving grace when the days are dark. They will treat you like we treat you. And the across the river, there's another. They're not as welcoming. We barely got out. My party, and they're soldiers through and through. They're only gonna try to take advantage of you. They want to get out, and the force won't let them out. They did too much damage, and they're gonna rot for the rest of their lives there. what
What's
was
that
it?
camp called?
Camp Slate, I believe, is what it was called. And so he goes on, yeah, pretty much. If you want to ask for any other spots on the map,
That's the western side of the river, correct? Is Camp Slate and okay.
What's the general scale of this map you give us? How long would it take us to get to the first camp on the river?
no fucking clue.
You're pretty helpless.
Yeah, I mean, it's a maze once you get in there.
How long did it take you?
Time, weather, the air itself is just foreign. It's alien. I mean, you could walk for 3 days and it never be night. You could walk for 3 minutes and it be 6 nights. I mean, we stopped keeping track after. It must have been what 2 weeks maybe. I think 2 to 3. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, hey, no one else has this map. I brought it back with me. We had one of the guys. Oh man, yeah, it was. What was his name? It's been years. Lang was it? He wanted to be a cartographer, so he did this when we traveled through. I mean, I don't think he saw all of it, but he marked what he saw, and I ended up with it. And you actually do see on the backside his signature. It's like water stained and barely there, but you do see a signature of that guy that I just said.
Lang.
His name.
One more question.
Yes.
Why this amulet?
I mean, don't get me wrong. They sent us after the amulet too. It's in the swamps. They told us it was the dead center of the forest. The dead center is the swamps. It wasn't Lang. Who was it? I don't know how. I don't know how they found out. Someone, I guess, before they left, they got a tip that the amulet is told to be in the center of the forest. It's in the swamps, and I think like all of these, it's something that was taken from the Versailles, and you need to get it, bring it back to prove you're worthy of joining.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, the force is going to test you guys. But yeah, I did see it. I did see the amulet. I mean, and he's like,
Why didn't you get it? If you saw it, why didn't you get it?
I mean, the rumors are true. I had it. I had it in my hands one moment, and the next moment I was thrown from the temple, and next thing I know, I was running, and I didn't stop running. I could feel my chest about to explode, but that didn't matter because if I stopped running, I would have ended up with the rest of them.
Insight check on his story about having the amulet.
Okay, yeah. Give me, if you guys want to, all of you.
Sure. Mine's a insight. Oh, I
21.
got +4.
21.
Yeah, mine's less than that. 10 less than that.
Anyone else, or just use 2s?
13.
Yeah, I got
16.
11.
Nice.
Jedgar loves stories. He's digging
nothing-
this. This is
Nothing
great.
about Jed, guys. Okay, yeah. He's staring off. So he hasn't removed his eyes from the map since he started talking. He was moving his finger. You don't sense that he's lying. You believe he's telling the truth.
nothing facially. There's, I mean, he looks very, like he's in another like year.
Lost in thought.
Just complete. I mean, eyes complete. I mean, like staring. Yeah. I mean, and he's said nothing or done nothing that would lead you to think he's lying or trying to deceive you.
So you just want us to keep. So our goal is to just go into the forest and just keep going.
Always go forward.
Forward.
Keep your goal, the amulet, whatever. Joining those douchebag paladins recite in your mind. Just keep positive, keep what you want, and just keep moving forward.
How do
And
you know what direction you're going?
you don't. You don't. There's no, I mean, it's alive, it's ever moving. It's gonna it's gonna take you left and you'll come out right. Yeah, that's I mean,
Is there any other advice you could give us?
don't fucking die. And
With that, Eclipse does a small head nod and heel turns to leave.
Thank you for everything. Thank you.
And Willow will turn to leave.
As
yo,
Bretar leaves, he hears him say, "You won't catch me living in this damn place."
One thing before I go, do you have any like jerky, like apple jerky or carrot jerky or something for the
Oh.
road? It's been like 40 minutes since I ate, and I am just a hungry horse.
he goes over. Yeah. One moment. And he
I would also like some jerky if you can spare some.
he grabs real jerky like right off the meat hook, brings it over to the work table, slices off, 5, 6 cuts, like, nice and thick slabs of dried meat. Puts them in a sack. From that sack pile, there's empty sacks. Digs in one of those sacks and pulls out dried fruits.
Oh,
Puts them in
yes.
a separate sack for you, and then he actually hoofs up 2 big sacks
What are you trying to say?
and puts it on your back and says,
well, if you're making the trip back to the tavern, do you mind dropping these off? I mean, I got a muffin.
I do not appreciate any of this that has happened.
They're sitting.
Jedgar, I will carry.
Yes, he is
I take them
he is the pack
shoulders.
mule.
So, yeah, I mean, that's
Unless you want to roll up your sleeves and help me cook, I advise you you check in with Bernard before you leave. Also, fuck Gary.
Fuck Gary.
I
is
like you
right.
better already.
That
That
guy
guy.
is so dumb. I don't
You're already
know.
gone.
Yeah, I would have had a comment, but I'm already gone.
Okay, no, fair. Okay.
All right.
She heard cooking and started sprinting back. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. No,
All right.
she's gone.
We going back to the inn?
I was gonna head to the forest unless someone stops me.
you have to pass the inn or the tavern to get there.
Oh,
Right.
yeah, you're
Yeah,
right.
that's fine.
Fair.
Let's
that's fine.
let's take our 10-minute.
Let's do
Yep,
that.
it's that time.
See you guys in a couple.
BRBRB.
We are back.
Oh,
And
finally.
better than ever.
Freshly
God.
peed.
Oh god. The volume is on this side. Okay. Yeah, so you guys exit the cave. What'd you say, Kyle?
Who's giving the recap? Alright.
You guys you exit the cave, I believe. And head back to the tavern.
Well, I mean, I'm not even going in. I'm just going to wait for them to drop off shit and then head to the forest.
I'm just grabbing my gear from the
Room.
tavern, from my room.
Cool. You guys go in. Again, it's early morning, so there's like people coming and going. Only like 2 people in there. The daughters are going around cleaning stuff. Bernard's behind the bar, cleaning it up. He sees you guys come in. He sees Jedgar walk in with 2 big old bags on his back. Or oh no,
Actually, it was
Raoul has them.
Raoul.
Yeah, don't you dare.
He is not the pack mule.
No.
Delivery from Caveman.
Oh, thank you. Can you put it back here in the back room?
Yep, I do that.
Cool. Send him down there, and then
I guess it's time to head out, isn't it?
Oh, you are coming too.
No, I'm talking about you guys.
Oh, yes, sure.
Barbara made these for you guys,
and he gives you guys 5 bags.
Just
Of
like
weed. 5 bags
bag.
of weed.
Yo,
That OG Kush.
he's the guy. Like he's the plug.
No,
if
no.
I would so say.
He's the front man. Barbara's the plug.
Yeah, she got that good in the back.
She's cooking something up.
Yeah, she is. Yeah, 5 bags of like dried meats, breads, fruit, dried fruit. All of Jedgar's is dried fruit, nothing else.
Mhm.
Maybe 2 fresh apples. And a couple water skins.
Sure, I'll take all of that in a sack for everybody.
Okay.
Little sack for now.
yeah.
Consolidate.
Cool. Yeah. So he gives you guys that, and when you guys walk in, Eclipse,
I'm not going in. I'm waiting outside.
you're waiting outside.
Correct.
You notice the pot still laying there on the ground because the kids threw it.
Fair. I'm just gonna leave it. I don't want it.
Okay. Yeah, and you guys get the rations. Yeah. Bernard says,
Well, it was good meeting you guys, and I hope you heroes one day think fondly of us. You know, we're simple folk.
I'd like to grab one of the muffin containers from Barbara, if that's okay. God.
like baskets.
Yes. Barbara, can I have a muffin basket to take on the road with me?
What? Okay, I mean, it. So.
Thank you, Barbara. I appreciate it.
Bethlyn makes them. So Beth, can you have a? And she comes running up, and she's blushing and hands it to you. And there's a muffin in it, wrapped up all pretty, just like the one Vargas got. And she says, "Oh, here you go. Good luck."
Wonderful, thank you. I signed their bar.
With what?
Just a piece of charcoal.
With a knife.
Yeah, no, just a piece of charcoal.
Bernard waits till you leave before he cleans it.
Okay.
That's kind of him.
Mm-hmm.
Eclipse, I saw you eyeing these, so I swiped one for you.
Eyeing a muffin basket.
Yes, a muffin basket. I saw you like the look of the other one. You can carry all of your things in this. It is not just for muffins.
I take it, take the muffin out, and extend my hand to Jedgar.
I will eat this.
You eat
And
it out
then
of
I
his
keep-
palm.
No, he takes it with his human hands.
He horse eats it.
And then I close the muffin basket and I put it in my bag. Thank you. I think.
I would
Yes,
like to
Ren.
imagine that Eclipse is holding
Oh.
the muffin basket like this.
And here, chef, this is for you. And I drop the huge burlap sack of supplies into the arms of Willow.
How much weight would you say that is?
It's probably a lot.
Sure. I think 20 pounds of food is a lot, right? So I'm going with 20. No,
For
Jedgar's.
this group?
Jedgar's food alone. God,
Jedgar's
it's-
is 20.
No, Jedgar's eating the food that was packed for Eclipse because these people still haven't realized that she does not eat.
They're homely people, okay?
No,
They
that's
don't-
fine.
Yeah.
Jedgar eats twice as much food. It works.
I would like to think that Willow understands what Eclipse is, and would not try to make her any food.
Yep.
At this point.
It's not obvious.
It's
What?
not obvious, so it is obvious.
Water
Yes.
included, it's like 40 pounds.
Okay, so Raoul drops this, like, and Willow's just like, and just gets like crushed.
So you fall over backwards and your head lands on the ground right next to that pot that Eclipse threw away.
The kids threw it away. I did not throw it away.
Were you like a near miss $1 million baby situation right there? Yeah.
And
Willow, you must try harder.
You
If you are
smell-
going to be a cook for multiple people, you must carry cook ingredients. We start your train regiment today.
you smell
Carry
beans.
this bag with you.
Laying on the ground, you smell beans.
And then she levels up 3 levels.
Them's the beans.
That's the
The
beans.
beans.
Honestly, if I were to say, thems would be the beans.
I would like to
Uh,
give Willow bardic inspiration towards
Oh.
carrying this sack.
Nice. Cool. What, is that a D6 right now?
Yes.
You have a D6 for 10 minutes. I love it.
Those muscles really make me want to lift and really carry this. And she works. She works on moving forward. She is inspired by Raoul's muscles.
Yeah. Push forward.
Nice. So I imagine you carry it like front carry.
Yeah.
And you're ready to leave. Unless you'd like to do anything else in the town of City, you can go ahead and make your way to the front gate that you entered from.
I would like to go through the front gate and into the woods. That's
Can I get
the
a-
intent.
Can I try to, before we leave, I'd rather not roleplay this out. Could I get a cask of ale?
You gonna be able to carry that cask of ale?
How
Hey.
big of a cask?
I just, you know
Like the Heineken.
The Heineken mini kegs. Exactly. Exactly.
I got you. I got
This
you,
guy
fam.
gets me. He gets me.
Um,
I saw one of those the other day and I was this fucking close to buying it.
oh man. Yes, you can get one of them. It will cost you.
Okay, whatever it is.
2, 3, 4,
Unless it's more than like 5 gold.
9, 10.
I mean, it should be like a couple copper, right?
I was gonna say, it should be like a
12.
silver or two.
Yeah,
or
like 12
less.
copper. Yeah, like 12 copper.
All right, can I just? Okay.
Cool. So, let me grab this for you guys, and you can, yeah, straight up just start making your way out and down the dirt road headed towards the trees. As you exit, you see the 2 guards that you saw coming in, and they're just kind of open the door for you, let you through. Good morning.
I
Good
pass
luck.
them by.
Good luck.
Say nothing.
You don't need it. You hear from behind you as you guys proceed forward. Yeah.
Somebody saying something?
No.
Very good.
The forest again. Dirt road goes for a little bit before you you enter the forest. It's 5 foot wide, packed, nicely packed dirt road. Just leads straight into the woods. The forest is really just like any other wood that you've gone into before. Birds chirping, rustling in the bushes as small animals scurry to and fro. The trail it's not a straight, it winds its way through. It oddly enough seems to be well traveled, so it's packed tightly and nice. And the trees, the further you progress, slowly but surely engulf the early morning sun as you continue further. The noises in the woods quiet down a little bit, the deeper you go. And oh, sorry, Kyle, I didn't realize you did ask for the break earlier. I didn't see it.
Oh, no way. I was just reminding everybody.
Perfect. Can everyone give me a perception check?
I can.
Unless, oh, look at all those dice. That's fresh.
Well,
my passive is 13, Zach. I'll just stick with that.
Yeah, I'll stick with my.
Well, did you roll?
I'm not actively looking for anything.
Yeah, I guess that's part of it. Is if anyone's kind of going through and looking around, or just.
I am, but my passive is better. So 9.
I was gonna say the same, but no, I got a 7.
You know what they say?
Them's the beans.
Man, them's the beans.
Hey, I'm good at perception.
I have a +4, and I got
Me too.
I rolled a 3.
Passive perception. I think we've addressed it before, where it's just like there are certain things that it's used for.
Oh wait, no, that's a 13. I'm sorry, that's 17.
How?
No. Look.
I only see a rubber ducky. Oh, so, 3. I see 3.
Yeah, so 3. There's a 1 next to it that's not painted in. I was like, oh shit, that's a bad roll. Wait a second.
That's not bad.
Why are there 2 3s on here? I got a 17. I'm sorry.
Yeah. You feel anyone who rolled like a 10 or above who cared to kind of perceive their surroundings, you feel humidity kind of set in, just kind of, again, you're walking and then now you're walking in what feels like an ocean of air. And yeah,
I'm unaware of this because I chose not to look for it.
Yeah, I mean, could be. But
it's always humid.
It's thick Maryland air, so you're like swimming through it. You kind of just like, well, this is weird. And then a couple moments later, you feel like a cold wind breeze through, and it's crisp and dry. You smell pine trees, you smell decaying leaves, and Willow specifically, I guess with the 17, like if you stop and look around, you do see that same like shimmering. Like the same shimmering nonsense of like a pine tree is now a maple.
Yeah. I was actually going to say a maple too, so that worked out perfectly.
So, yeah, like the same kind of it's weird. Yeah, like you got all these different trees that shouldn't be here kind of coming in and out, shifting in and out, and the same like climates that may accompany them kind of keep hitting you here and there as you're walking.
Oh.
Yeah.
So like when we're walking through,
like you feel this weird like cool breeze, and then in a blink of an eye that tree with snow covering it is gone, and same with that chilly air.
And then there's like a palm tree, and then it's like a warm breeze, and then like we look over next and there's a maple with leaves falling off of it, and we get that cool breeze. And
yep, exactly like that. It's really weird. Shit's weird. Like it's like it's weird at first, right? Because you guys are like, well, what the fuck? Like this, this isn't normal. And then you just kind of get used to it as you keep walking. And then after some time, yeah, the silence again, like you had the ambient forest noises, and then they slowly died down. So the silence just kind of becomes less eerie. the noises of the forest kind of come and go. So it's just like, yeah, it's almost like you're walking through different rooms or like different forests, maybe as you progress. Again, winding path. Yeah. The dirt path slowly transforms into a grassy path, same width, same kind of pattern winding through. Still looks well traveled. And yeah, you
Do
will-
our sorry, I'm sorry.
no, go for it.
Do our is there anything like constant in all of this?
The path.
The constant is the path. Like, are our footfalls, are they changing like sound with like when we go into these different biomes almost? Like, is it almost like I'm crunching on like leaves certain times when I'm walking through, and then like sometimes I'm walking through snow and like that sound's
Nope.
changing? Or is it
So-
always just like the same footfalls of walking on a path, or then a grassy path as opposed to a dirt path?
So far, it's only switched between a dirt path and a grassy path. Well packed grass path. Those are the only two you've seen so far. No snow, no autumn leaves. Like, it's again, it is odd. It is a very, very clear cut, like when I say like 5 foot wide path that's just winding through this forest. And again, everything else is changing other than this legitimately always the same winding path. It is itself changing, but that's only in between grass and dirt, packed nicely, but it's still that same exact path. With what was your passive perceptions again? Sorry, that's something I can.
Passive?
Or do
13.
you want like the checks as well?
No, the passives.
14.
14.
13.
13.
13.
Okay. Wow. Yeah. And what's you, Willow?
Mine is 15. If we're
shit.
going based off of the check, it was 17.
Okay.
but-
Yeah. Yeah. And then as you guys walk through here, progress, it's wild because you all have really good passive perception.
Darn.
First, first it's Willow, and then Raoul, then Eclipse, Jedgar, and then Brotar. Probably last. Is that 13 you said? Yeah, so it doesn't change much, but first Willow hears almost like giggling in the back of her head, real gently, kind of real far away. And you might think it's like the wind and rustling, but then Raoul and Eclipse, you both kind of, as you're walking through at different points in time, you hear these very faint giggles. Like, I mean, it's so, because you feel your hair stick up on your neck every so often, but it's back here. It's behind you, above you, below you, but just a quick, small, really light giggle, and then silence for a while again.
Can I discern whether or not it's a like internal or external stimuli? Like, can I make an Arcana check?
Yeah, you can.
Does anyone else hear that?
17.
It's external. Yeah, it's not in your head. It's coming from outside your head.
I hear
I made
I
it a
hear
13.
giggles off in the forest. I know
Me-
they are not giggling at me because of the muscles, so they must be giggling at one of you. Willow,
Prob-
I told you, try harder to carry that sack.
It's just so heavy.
Do you need some help?
No, I think I've got it.
This is how she builds muscles.
I'm not. My muscles are. This is my muscle, not these. I don't need these to be bigger. I need this to get bigger.
Willow, you can improve on every aspect of your life. Why choose one?
Because yeah, you're the muscle. You're the strong one. I don't need to be strong when you guys are here.
Although I know you are strong in your own ways, but there are other ways you can be strong too.
Can I pinpoint like the direction that the giggling is coming from?
Nope. By the time you try to find it, it's stopped. And then it's probably, do you guys keep, so here's the I guess the bigger question I should ask. Do you keep walking or do you just kind of stop where you are?
I mean, I assume this is still walking, but I'd probably turn to Brotar and ask him, "You are good with nature. What is this?"
What bird is this?
This would be the avian species of the pigeon.
Would I know?
It's no creature that you like. It's giggling. It's like real soft giggling. I don't know
Sounds
that.
like more townsfolk's rambling.
And to answer your question, you guys do keep kind of walking. Maybe you do like cautiously stop and look around, maybe, or stop. But it's like by the time you try to hone in and find it, it's gone, and doesn't come back for maybe a few minutes later somewhere else completely. So there's no like consistent. Same with the forest. It's just constantly changing all around you. Yeah, and the canopy gets tighter and tighter as you keep going, and the warm morning sun seems to, the heat from it seems to have been cut off, strangled by the canopy above, and it's almost like a chill starts to take over. Like moving helps, but anytime you kind of stop and like look around or try to find any of those giggles, if anyone does, like you notice like, man, if I stood here for a couple minutes, like it'd probably be like chilly. Like, you know, I'd need my cardigan.
I put on my skin tight suit.
Gimp suit.
Willow pulls up the hood on her robes.
Yeah, trees that were lush green maple appear to melt away, and as an autumn maple replaces the view. Again, it's like you're walking through like constant doorways of shifting light. You know, you'll be one moment the canopy is completely covered and it's pretty dark, and then the next there's holes and you see the sun again shining bright and warms you back up. Yeah, it's you know, you do start to notice like just the undergrowth foliage. So just this is the thing that Brotar would take note of. You know, there's normal foliage in forests that you kind of would know, right? Like it's common in every forest. You know, these trees and these bushes tend to be in the same areas and this and that. And it's similar, but you don't recognize like the berries or some of the flowers. Like they you've never seen them before. They are, I mean, like
Alien.
you've seen the shape of them, and then you're like, wait, that's probably, and then you look at it again, and you're just like, no, that's the wrong color or the wrong size, or like what is normally straight is curvy, and what's, you know, normally got like fuzzy ends has spiked ends. Like it's just, you know, it's almost like a dream that you had, and you woke up and you're like, wait, I can't, like you can't remember all of it, and it's just not.
How
You know,
often is things shifting?
It's almost like a blink of an eye sometimes. Sometimes a tree is consistent unless you're sitting there watching, and which you may, if you start trying to figure out like, well, when you know, it's if you're looking at one tree, it may be 5 seconds, it may be 30 seconds, and then you blink and it's
So this is all shifting very rapidly though. Like 30 seconds per tree is like real fast.
yeah,
Right.
sometimes, yes, yeah.
So I'm going to just take a stick and just drag it behind me, more like a large log.
Okay,
Just to
yeah.
see if the line disappears as I look back or not.
Okay. Yeah, you keep walking, dragging that. As far as you can see, like I said, the path is winding. As far as you can see, the line is still in the dirt behind you. Again, it kind of like as you're walking, you feel that it's, you know, it's no longer packed earth and it's that packed grass area. You go through it for a while, and same thing. You notice it's still leaving that mark. It's not going away. And you guys keep going. You keep going, and after some time, a couple. I mean, you're probably, I want to say, 30 minutes to an hour into this walk. Just kind of soaking it in. It's weird. It's just not okay. And you do see the trees kind of up in front of you coming to a part. And, you know, as you get closer, you notice a 20-foot high stone archway presents itself. And sitting upon the archway on top is a murder of crows. You haven't heard, if you were curious, you haven't heard any crows or birds that sound like them this entire time.
All we've been hearing is "Lacroix! Lacroix! Lacroix!
Yeah.
So is that like walking into this clearing? We see the crows on top. Is there anything else? Or is it just mostly the stone archway with the crows on top?
So stone archway, and then crows on top, and then the more you look around, the more you start to see it's a big clearing. So as you come out of the trees, your right and left, your east and west, you see that there's just a hard tree line, and this hard packed brown earth stretches out in front of you. And
is there still a path?
Yes, it goes through the archway. And you'll notice that any tree in this clearing appears to be occupied by crows, sitting on branches, sitting on fallen objects. And if you scroll to the right of Vargas's cave for me, please, you'll see on either side of the stone archway a metal fence, crows perched, staring daggers at the party. The fence is mostly intact and extends to either side. The forest gives way to this clearing. The cornerstone of this archway actually gave way a long time ago, but it's laying on the ground in the middle of the path. And what you see?
Where are we on this map?
Oh, good call. Good call. Sorry. You are.
I would assume north.
I would assume so, but I don't like to assume.
Where the spider web is?
Kyle keeps taking. Oh.
What? No, I didn't take it.
I lied. I'm sorry.
Oh,
It's all Jeff's fault.
Oh, you're right. I did move down to the map.
I can no longer move Eclipse.
Oh, did I grab the wrong Eclipse?
I can't move my guy either. Ooh.
Oh, no, I can move mine. We're good.
Just stop drawing penises, everybody. If you stop drawing penises, we'll be okay.
I want to know, is anybody else watching the live stream?
Yes.
I have it up.
How's the quality?
It really tanked here for a minute.
Okay, Jeff, pay for better internet, please.
Yeah.
Jeff, go buy a house and get good internet.
Look, we're working on it, fam.
Just tell them to upgrade.
I'm gonna end up just with gig over here.
Yeah, and get gig.
I mean, I have gig out here in the sticks.
That's what I did.
You have gig out there? What the hell?
Yes,
so
sir.
There's just crows on top of every object.
For the most part, yes. Yeah.
Is the archway the thing at the south of the map?
No, it's north.
No, you're
archway
coming
with the-
through it from the north side.
Oh, we walked through it. Oh,
I don't want to walk through it until we get rid of that spider web.
Yeah, how do we get through the spider web?
You're coming south through that archway, and
Firebolt. Spider web's gone.
the archway came with the spider web. I couldn't remove it. So
no, fair. It's all good.
There
So
is
we walked
failed
through
as
and
a
we're in
DM.
this dead end clearing. Got it.
yes. So you come through and you see again what lies in front of you.
Do you need us to make a check or anything? See what we see?
Walk through the gateway.
Well,
Yeah,
no.
no, I don't, because it is mid-morning, sun is shining, and you see this big ass clearing out in front of you. You notice the ground is dirt and trees again seem to be changing. Inside the clearing, all the trees appear to be dead and have been dead for many years. Some stand tall while others are fragments of their youthful selves. A massive tower is in the center of the clearing, surrounded by ruins. The ground has patches of darker spots strewn about. No grass creeps into the clearing. The tree line runs abruptly along the perimeter of this area, and all vegetation stops as well with the trees. On the east side of the area, the fall maple gives way to a sea of dead trees of all shapes and sizes. On the western side, the trees are literally all shapes and colors. Some trees appear to have snow on their leaves, pines, autumn maples. Some of them are green maples, swamp trees, palm trees, short, tall. You get it. Same view you've been seeing. Just at this point, you look, and it's been 5 seconds, 30 seconds, a minute. From here, they're not changing. So they're all crazy different, but they're not changing from the inside of this clearing looking out at the perimeter, which is a hard line creating what you see in front of you.
And the east side is all dead trees, and the western side is all living trees?
Yes.
Okay.
And this path winds through this clearing around this tower, presumably beyond it. I mean, we can see it on the map, but presumably beyond it.
Presumably goes straight on through. Yeah, it's again a bunch of ruins. Like I said, darker patches near the buildings and strewn out about in front of you, but mostly just dark brown dirt is what you, if you want to do anything.
How big is it based on scale from what we physically see? Like
How many
far?
Raouls is it?
Like how far?
There's
how
only
far
one
away
Raoul.
is the next tree line? All the way to the south.
In front of you?
Yeah.
I'm going to, because I didn't do this map to scale.
No, that's fine.
Yeah, this was made like 2 years ago. I honestly was like, fuck it, I'm not remaking it. Let's go with a solid mile.
Okay.
Okay. So, and the tower is tall, I assume, several stories?
Several stories. The tower rises probably 60 feet up. It's maybe 30, 40 feet in diameter, you would guess. Let's see here. Yeah, the clearing is not just some abandoned or rotting chunk of forest like you'd assume at first glance. The ruins are not just a few small structures that could not last the test of time. This was once a live town, you would think. It resembles kind of the town you just left. The same kind of like residential. I mean, it's just like groupings of houses or buildings, and you see road enter it, and it just kind of resembles a town.
We should keep moving forward. That's what the man in the cave said.
I do not like it here. If we spent less time here, I'd be happy, man horse.
If you're looking at the tower as you approach, the tower, however, is not entirely fallen apart. Is standing tall. The roof still covering the top floor. To the east is a massive dead tree in the dead center of another gated off area covered in tombstones. You would surmise is a graveyard. Yeah.
I mean, I'm going to continue walking forward on the path, looking for any movement in the destroyed, decayed buildings, but I'm just going to continue moving forward.
Cool. Give me a perception check.
Oh, okay. I didn't want to stop anyone else from doing anything.
Oh, you guys, okay. We'll start there and then move.
That's okay. I rolled a 1.
Are we, do we still
Hey,
hear
I didn't know your
giggling?
name was Eric.
What kind of
Bottom
noise?
and myself.
Do we still hear the giggling?
No, it stopped when you left the forest, actually.
Sure.
And then Lex, pretty much you're walking up and it's everything is awesome.
I mean, it's a 5 total. I know that doesn't help, but it's a 5.
I'm walking right behind him and then also paying attention to everything around,
Yeah, it looks like
seeing
a
if the buildings change like the trees do.
looks like an abandoned town. The closer you get, a lot of the buildings are in ruins still. This place may have been razed. It could have been, again, the test of time, because like you don't see necessarily like this was like sacked and looted and burned to the ground, but really only the brick and stone and the again the long, tough materials remain. Most wood is rotted, if not there at all. Yeah, and as you enter, again, like I said, you see like groupings of structures, or what were structures, kind of together as if a a normal town would look. And you make it all the way to the center of town where the tower stands. There is a open window at the top floor, staircase that runs actually the exterior of the tower, but it has broken some on the way down, but still probably scalable one way or another. And then again, to the east is a graveyard that you do see a road, the dirt path, lead off and head towards. It's pretty much a straight, like if you're at the tower looking that way, you can see straight to it. It's not too far, probably 500 feet over. It's a pretty big graveyard, actually. And then, like I said, massive tree in the middle of it.
Do you want to explore the tower or keep moving into not this place?
I see that the tower has steps, so I'm out.
Fair.
They're so again like 40-foot round, and it's a winding. So unless you're like 100% against stairs, it wouldn't necessarily pose a threat for you. And I also did not design this for a centaur.
Nothing is that's the problem with these people, right, Jedgar?
So off to the left,
Nobody
there's-
sings about the centaurs. They think they're just
platform.
human.
You belong in the plains. You should never have left the plains.
That's what I said, and the clan said, "Oh no, it's our duty to save the world. We go help everyone. Go do your duty." And I say, "I do duty in the plains. It is good place."
Did you ever think
Don't
that
you
that
go
was
do
their
your
way of
duty?
getting rid of you?
Rotar, why do you say hurtful things to your friends?
I'm just trying to make you think of other angles.
I am Jedgar, the honorable, the stabby stab boy.
yeah, like kind of around the other side that you didn't see. There's like a platform with ropes and pulleys and like
Perfect for lifting a centaur up.
a bellboy holding a sign that says like Jedgar, welcome. Ideally, I don't have to rethink anything else other than
No,
stairs.
just let us solve it.
Oh no,
Yeah.
it's okay. I'll just walk on my back legs. Like there's no problem. Just pop a wheelie, and don't worry about
Why
me.
don't you just put your front hooves on Raoul here and just
Wait,
Did,
hold on. This is genius. This is genius. Willow, you
Absolutely.
+1 intelligence score because wow.
Actually, it's a +3. Thank you.
Oh.
Did
-1. -1 intelligence for that one.
Did Vargas say that the amulet was in a temple, or did he say it was in a tower?
He said it was in a swamp.
In a swamp.
Ricky.
There is
Muzzle and all though.
Our friend Brotar, for all of our listeners at home, has decided to put into our Discord channel a picture of a horse lift with all of the belts and whistles and
If
the
he
muzzle.
Yep.
If he was in the Twitch channel, he could just paste it right into the Twitch chat.
Oh, you can actually put a.
You
Can
can
you?
put pictures in Twitch chat.
I don't know.
don't
I
think
really hope
can.
you don't have
Oh,
let people
man.
do that.
Yeah,
Just
that'd
gonna throw
probably
that
be
out
bad.
there.
That'd probably be real bad.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Only for Jeff.
I mean, do we want to see this place or do we want to move forward?
This is marked on the map that he gave you.
This is
I
the
mean, this is
ruin.
marked on the map, but it's not a swamp.
Marked as ruins, yes.
You know what? We have been walking for what, a couple hours now through these forests. Why not a change of scene? It is good to switch up your viewpoint so that you can move forward in a more optimized way of thinking.
I mean, anything to
Dude,
avoid those
When you
stairs.
are working out, you wanted to do multiple exercises with little reps, not one exercise with many reps.
Can I blow your mind for a moment?
I thought he was going to stop about halfway through, and this was about to get wild.
If I blow
I didn't see a mouth on him.
her mind.
What if a person does not have muscles?
Told
How
you.
would you get stronger?
That is a good question.
What are
No,
you?
but
I have not asked this. Are you like, I have seen a kettle, I have seen a stove, a forge. You're like many of these things, but put together, you are like exercise equipment.
Eclipse will hold up an arm and just let the sleeve of the robe kind of fall down, and it's just metal on top of like a dark wood underneath that you can kind of see. The joints are odd, but you're not sure how they work. There's no gears or anything like clicking together, but they're there. Just like I am a construct.
So, this pulley system on this tower, these gears and ropes and etc., this is what is inside you. It makes you move, makes you go up, down like this lift.
Kind of. Yes. I was made for a purpose, much like the lift, but I can also think.
Well then, if we want to get you stronger, we just get you bigger gears. It is solved.
I
Um,
like it.
now
So-
canon. Now out OOC.
Yeah.
How does a Warforged get stronger?
I've got some ideas. Don't worry. If I ever take a strength score improvement, I'll let you know.
Well, I'm more worried about Dex score improvements as well. How would you get more? nimble?
Dex score, it's not just like muscles firing in direct way. It is also a skill to move like that. So practice can assist. Practice also is a big part of strength training as well.
Eric,
So
wax on, wax off.
right. So it's practice is a big part of it, and then I've got some other ideas that I'll throw out there.
Okay, no, it was brought up, and I was actually genuinely curious.
So we will put Jedgar. Jedgar had a question.
So about this whole like human thing, what kind of human is construct?
We have been over this
Have we
like
so?
10 times.
I believe every time we agreed you are human.
Every
Like-
time you agreed I was human.
Can we just say human and roll with it still?
You can say whatever you like.
Okay, human Butty, let's continue.
Humans ride horses.
Out of all of you, she might be the lucky one. Only if injured and on death's door would I do this for her.
I hope not. And I'll move towards the pulley system that is conveniently on the other side of the tower.
Hidden from our viewers' sight.
Originally.
Yes.
Yeah, I put it right behind so you can never see it.
Yeah,
Um,
no.
I'm glad
it's
you're-
great.
Your passive perceptions were so high, you saw it.
as we walk
Um,
towards it.
So I guess we does it look like it'll work?
Let's
Yeah,
just
and-
try it.
It looks like it hasn't worked for a while. Large wheels at the top, connected with like jutting stone beams and wood. And I don't know that it makes much sense, but you think if someone really strong pulled down, that would
This is
go
me.
up.
This is me.
They could do it from the ground, or they could do it while on top of it at the same time. You would
Could they
think.
jump from the top and pull down?
Oh, for sure.
Good to know.
Um,
Up
yeah.
we go then.
Let us do this. I will pull.
everyone on it at the same time.
I mean, if it seems like it's gonna hold us, sure. If it seems like it's struggling, I will jump off and take the stairs.
You initially, no offense to Raul,
Mhm.
but Jedgar himself is pretty heavy, right?
Yeah, but pulley
Wow.
systems
But
reduce that weight.
yeah, I know. I'm working it out.
Just
in my head
calling
too.
out his weight there.
All right, Zach, run some engineering calculations, please.
Or we could just
Okay.
say it is a D&D pulley system, and you can say it works however you want.
I was
It
getting
is
there.
a magic
I was
pulley system.
I was getting there, guys. I just wanted to ask questions and you know,
I
just
mean, I
make it-
think the answer is yes. We are all trying to stand on it if it's big enough.
yes. It groans and creaks under your pulling, but after the initial, just like lifting up weights, the initial like getting it moving, which took a lot more strength than you really anticipated. Once it got moving and lifted off the ground, it's moving. So you're slowly cranking away, just hand over hand. You know, look, no hands. You know, just kind of pulling you guys up.
I imagine Andre the Giant climbing
Yeah.
the cliffs of insanity.
but tie a horse to him.
All right.
And so he's just he's and like you said, they are D&D fantasy pulley systems, and guess what, those bad boys were engineers, so they work real well.
Dibs on being Princess Buttercup.
It's
Wants to be Wesley.
it's it's still groaning, you know, under the stress and weight, but I mean you're halfway up. Your hands don't get oily, do they? You try to avoid getting oil on them when you oil yourself up.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I figure you're strong enough where it doesn't matter as much. But yeah, slowly, surely, moving up, moving up, moving up. And you get to, yeah, like a top ledge that runs the entire perimeter of the tower itself. It meets it, you know, for the large cargo and horses that tend to traverse this tower in years past. And you've got, it's like 3 feet from the wall to the edge of this ledge and meeting you guys. So you guys can unload and walk around this ledge to
I'm
Yep.
going to stand against the wall, so there's just not enough room for Jedgar to get out.
Hey, Brotar, I need to escape the platform. Can you move?
You two play your game as long as you want. I am not straining here.
I thought
I
you
will
needed
carry
more
this
reps.
one all day. I will take us down, and then I can take us up again. We can do this all day.
I'm just gonna hop off whenever way I can. Like, no.
you
Willow will also get off.
I assume there's some kind of latch system that I can secure the rope to when it's
Yep.
on this ledge.
you like tie it off on a post or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
You hook it in and it's still there. Eclipse and Willow, you guys are the first ones around. You do see that window you saw from the other side, you know, in the wall itself. And you can either peer in there or keep walking around.
I mean, I'll take a look in.
Yeah, so you see cobwebs and dust cover the interior room. Tons of tiny footprints are all over the tower itself. There's wreckage of what most likely was probably a library due to the bookshelves lining the walls. There's a table in the middle of the room. Weather appears to have eroded the paper, so empty bookshelves and pieces, not intact pieces of books, paper, parchment, appear to be sprawled on the floors, on the shelves. Some shelves tipped over, others upright. Almost like a bull had run rampant inside of here, just knocking everything over, and then just settled, and dust and cobwebs covered.
So, did you say little footprints all over the tower?
Yeah, you notice in the dust there are tiny little footprints on surfaces and on the floor in places.
I mean, what do you mean by tiny little footprints? This needs to be elaborated on slightly.
Can I make a check to see if I can discern what the footprints are for?
Yeah, I mean, so okay, thank you. Yeah, I mean, so the sun is shining in from the outside, so from there you see dust covering everything, and you see disturbed portions that are probably 3 inches long from where you're standing, and maybe 2 inches wide, ovalish.
Are these like humanoid-esque footprints?
They're actually fairly large.
Yeah, kind of large,
So-
but not
Not mouse size.
Yeah, and from where you're standing, that's again sun shining in, so it is dimmer in there. So you can't make out all the details from where you're standing at the window ledge, unfortunately.
No, that's fine.
And you do see through the window to the right a door inside of a door with a brass looped handle closed that you imagine if you kept walking around, you might see the other side of that door. Yeah.
There is a door a little further. Shall we go to it?
Willow goes and opens the door.
Oh, okay.
How large is the window, by the way?
A window is 2 feet wide by 2 feet tall.
Just a little square window.
Yeah, a little square window, and the door opens. Eric, it actually pushes inward.
Right. What can I see now that I've opened the door? Do you want me to roll a check or anything?
Yes. Can you give me a mouse scroll downward and look at the map in front of you? It is below the map that you're at now, to the right a little bit.
And you need me to roll anything?
No.
All right.
And let me grab your pieces. And Kyle,
Why are there
there's
two
more-
Raoul's?
Why aren't there?
Hey, why aren't there two Raouls?
Why isn't everyone here playing Raoul? That's
Why
the
aren't there
question.
5 Raouls that Kyle controls all of? We're just there. We're like his entourage of like fake Angs when they're trying to get into Bossing Say.
Nah, I'm just like I've got like 5 Raoul hype men. You guys are there. You guys are
We
the
all
main-
look like Raoul except for like different like races and we're like different body masses. So there's like a horse Raoul. There's like an elf Raoul.
Hey,
We're all
I have
just-
enough
we're
oil
all
for
Raouls
everyone.
that-
So I don't know the
Yeah.
party order after Willow, followed by Eclipse, but looking through the window, bottom left-hand corner, southwest, you see a window with, it shows panes in it, but it's just empty, shining light inward. And then you go around to roughly where Willow is. That is the entryway to the door. And you see, so you guys can place yourselves around, the edge of the tower as you're coming around and going in.
Yeah, I would have been about right there.
I'll be somewhere near the middle
Okay.
Yeah.
So I guess Jedgar last.
Somewhere near the center
Yeah, Jedgar's last. You put him
the
in a
centaur, the
tower.
centaur.
of attention.
Yeah, the centaur.
You put a centaur at the top of a tower on a 3-foot wide like.
Oh yes, this is the perfect place. Centaur is natural habitat. To fuck you, DM.
Hey Zach, you'll get used to that. Don't worry.
I know. I need to remember in the future. Build.
No,
No.
don't. Either let us figure it out,
No,
or
no.
or just don't.
The next location is going to be legitimately only convenient for horses, so it's inconvenient for everyone else.
So that means stalls with hay, right?
Everywhere.
Perfect.
Stall
He's a
hell.
man.
Half a man.
Half a man. Horse dick. That's all you gotta know.
And I wanted that the man half up there, horse half. I don't even know. I wasn't ready for that.
Can you just give me 4 flying or winged boots? That's all I need.
Oh my god, you're gonna look like when you put on the like kitten mittens.
Yeah.
No, I don't. That's not goods.
Yeah, this is very bad.
Ah, I'm flying. Why is I flying?
As he just floats steadily further and further off the ground.
Oh no, I am flying away.
so,
Is that Magic Brian?
Yeah.
Willow?
I'm going to die now.
So
The door opens. The sunlight, the morning sunlight, floods the room, and you see, on the far side, across from you, a wall with a door, a table in the middle with a stool, all covered in cobwebs. It looks like. Couple sacks on the floor left to you. Across from you, some animal bones. It looks like, and to your hard right, like similar to what Vargas had in his cave, like bear traps, but also like spiked collars, like torture devices.
Or pleasure devices.
I was getting there.
we don't kink
Handcuffs.
shame here, okay?
Nope.
Yeah. I mean, this would be. I mean, you see a swing. I mean, you see it all.
Vit
Raoul
me
is a sub.
harder.
It's
Can the swing hold
No.
a horse? Is the question.
funny enough. This one's actually designed for a horse.
You all must leave the towers. This is mine now.
Really, from here on out, all chairs are horse chairs, all tables are horse tables. That's
Just
not
wait.
making the same mistake.
Just wait for the horse futon. Oh God, you're gonna love it. And on the north side, you do see a small chest. I want to say foot locker, but I don't want to jack that up. But like a chest with a small brass latch. Yeah, covered in cobwebs. Yeah, so you can, and like I said, I think it's roughly like 40 feet wide. So, I don't care with the tokens. That may be actually roughly 40 feet wide with how big the tokens are. I'm not sure. South wall, there's a broom laying on the ground. Yeah, it's close enough, and it doesn't really matter to me. And yeah,
Is there any movement looking into this?
The door opening disturbed some dust on the floor, dust and cobwebs. And other than that, no movement. No.
How fresh do the footprints look?
Okay, cool. So the footprints that you actually can see. Do you guys want to move in here?
Yes.
Yeah.
While we're moving in, this is a stone-based tower, or
Stone, yes, stone.
including floor?
Oh, the floor of this is wooden. The exterior is stone.
Okay.
I'd probably move closer to the.
Go find.
Willow will move inward, but she will be every time she takes a step, she's gauging the floor with every step she takes.
Okay, so Eclipse, because I know you mentioned and talked about the footprints. I know I can tell you there are some inside that window on the floor a little bit. A couple, like almost like something was walking in a circle, and then so just tons of footprints, almost in like probably a 2 foot by 2 foot circle as well, and they don't lead anywhere else. And then so they're kind of like an island. Raul, you see footprints on the table.
Uh-huh.
And again, like I described, what like 3 inches by 2 inches wide, humanoid. There's toe prints as well, little dots. The thing is, from where Eclipse was looking from out there, it was just so tiny. I think the dots that you really wouldn't, you saw them more as blobs and not as detailed, like baby human feet prints,
Well,
kind
you
of.
say they don't look like they lead anywhere, right?
Correct.
I'm gonna look up.
You see a wooden underside of the roof. You do see some cracking and sun coming through in certain spots.
Are we on the very
Um,
top of the tower?
You're at the very top.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, you are on the very top story of it, and there are cobwebs, hella cobwebs up there, and nothing else.
Sure.
You do see a door. Like I said, it's like a wall, and then a door on that far west corner, closed. Cobwebs covering that as well.
Jedgar.
I will ignore all of them.
Are you even going in?
I mean, yeah, he'll come in, but he doesn't. How sturdy is the floor for 1,420 pounds?
You take one step and you hear a creak.
You know what, fam? I will stand on the stone for now. I'll be right here if you need me, keeping watch on the outside of the building.
It's fine under Raul's footfalls. Like, it seems actually sturdier than you would imagine. It doesn't seem.
I weigh about a fourth of you, so.
Yeah, but you're probably
okay, fine.
You equal each hoof.
Two hoofs in, 2 hoofs out. That's the best you get.
Yeah, creaking, and then it stopped. I mean, the initial weight creak, and then nothing.
You're doing those quick little like forward back steps that they do when they like are being led somewhere
Yeah.
but don't really want to go.
Yep.
So you said there are on the map there are bones in the top left corner.
Yes.
Are there any footprints around those? I would like to go take a look at them.
Yeah, so it's like you can see a decaying corpse of a rat, a pretty large rat, not abnormally large, but just a larger rat decaying corpse, and bones of other rats in this area, as well as dust. I mean, footprints that are now filled with more dust, rat footprints.
So it's just a couple rat corpses and bones. There's nothing else there.
Nothing else there.
Anybody else?
I'm going to see if there's any empty sacks, by the way, right as I walked in the door there. I want to take a couple and strip a couple out real quick.
The sacks there?
Yep.
Yeah, it's probably so it looks like it was a different so they seem slightly like deflated, like what was in them I don't want to say decayed or evaporated.
No, I'm not looking. I don't really care what's in it as much as I want the sacks.
Oh, you just like dump out the shit that's in there?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Yeah, they are like the sacks themselves are like burlap. So it is you probably have 2 useful burlap sacks without holes, rat gnawing. That makes it pretty much, I mean, a sack with a hole is not very useful, but you can still keep the burlap. But probably 2 out of the entire pile are useful 3-foot by 2-foot burlap sacks. That was pretty much just holding dry goods like flour, wheat, and you're not sure what the rest of the other substances you probably dumped out were. Different spices and leaves. Yeah, so 2 burlap sacks. Yeah.
I would like to take the broom and standing to the side and away from the chest, flip it open with the broom.
It doesn't like you poke it with the broom and it doesn't flip open. Like there's a little bronze latch on it.
I'll flick at the bronze latch with the broom until. Is it something I can manipulate with the broom end?
No, you'd have to yeah, unfortunately it's too I don't know.
Maybe it's
know.
locked.
Willow-
We haven't even tested.
Willow sees Raoul trying poking at this chest and goes and flips the latch on the chest and open.
I have read fairy tales. I'm not going to check a locked, closed chest in a building without being cautious of traps that may be there.
Eric,
So,
mage hand, come on.
well,
I forgot.
he used his mage hand.
No, I can. It's a cantrip.
It's a cantrip.
No, I was kidding.
Not
but
for
you also have
Willow.
you have a mage hand.
Can
Yeah.
we just talk about that power pose over there?
So like
By
Kyle, you
frickin'
tried
Eric?
to did you try at least Raoul try to like flip it or like poke the mechanism?
With the stick, a little bit, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you I mean you're poking at it, but it's not really like it's not flicking. And then I imagine Willow kind of sees that and
And she mage hands it. Because she's smarter than Eric is. And she would use mage hand, not her physical being.
okay, you flick it open and with the mage hand.
Huh?
It unlocks. It just unlocks with like a click. It was like stuck, but I think with mage hand it's like mage hand has is it
It
It's
is
5
my
pounds.
hand. It's my hand that has 5 pounds worth
5
of.
pounds? Yeah, I'll say. I mean, it was probably so it was rusted shut, where it would require a little more tactile like movement than like Kyle poking it, than Raoul poking it with a broom.
So she
just-
uses her hand and gets 5 pounds worth of force out of the hand, and that's enough to open the chest.
Yeah. It was
Cool.
more tactile than just kind of like hitting it. I want to say, the way it had to be opened up. Yeah, so it like you hear a click and it pops. The lock itself mechanism pops open, and you think it's unlocked from just that like
The mage hand opens the chest if possible.
5 pounds. The lift.
The lid of a chest?
It's too heavy.
That's why I said if possible.
Yeah,
If it's not, then she won't, and
Yeah.
then the hand will disappear.
I
Yeah.
see the caution, and I just kind of put a hand on it 1 second, and I take my quarterstaff and lever it open, like 5 feet from the chest.
Okay, yeah, you can like press up again, and it's weird because like you could push it and you'd be like, oh, I'd probably like push this backwards because of the force you need, because it's not just it's forward force. It's a smaller chest, and like the chest doesn't budge. Like it's solid. Like it's heavy. So the lid is equally like it's pretty darn heavy, and as it like starts to open, you do hear like a screech come out from the inside. And
Also, yep. there
Yeah.
it is. Yep.
and it pops to life, and you see teeth and a tongue, and the chest you saw a moment ago is no longer there, and the broom Raoul's holding is like stuck to it where you kind of like tried to poke it, I guess.
I would have. I mean, the broom would have been away when Eric was dealing with that.
Did you set it down or did you like that's
Probably still in my hands.
okay?
I mean, okay, if I had poked it and it stuck, we wouldn't be having this.
well, no. So it's like no, I know. It's more or less like, yeah, if you poked it and pulled it away, you're fine. If it was resting against it, it would be stuck to it.
No, I didn't set it against it.
Okay. Yeah, I just wasn't.
What about the quarterstaff?
I just poof to get it open.
Yeah, I mean, he like put as he was pushing it up, it's a mimic that pops up.
No.
Huh?
The caveat to
What?
mimics is yeah. So it no, it does not stick to it.
I told you all, fairy tales.
And we can go ahead and roll initiative.
17.
A mimic?
All right. Let's
That's a nat 20.
a boy.
Not that it matters, because it's only 21.
Okay.
I mean, your monk got a 17, so
I love when you guys hold your hands over your backgrounds and it looks like a fucking ethereal, like, magics are happening.
It's a failed magic, is what it is. 'Cause
Yeah.
that
Okay.
5 I rolled.
So Eclipse 17, Willow 21, Brotar 5, Raoul 5.
18.
Oh, 18. How did I get, what the
Damn!
hell?
Oh, he was
19
holding up
minus
5 to make
19.
fun of Ricky.
No, I wasn't making fun. I was
Wow.
giving Ricky a high five, man. Come on.
Oh, that's what it was.
Yeah.
And
It was
Jed-
19 minus 1.
okay, and Jedgar from the doorway, half in, half out.
6. I rolled that big old 4, baby.
Well, you outdo me, fourth man.
you sure showed him.
I do something good.
Okay, and sorry.
Not accepted.
Well, too bad. X is okay. So first up, obviously, is Willow.
All right. So she's going to. Am I directly on this mimic, or am I a few steps back?
You're probably one step back from it, unless Eclipse moved you. But I don't know if we can.
I just kind of put a hand out, but I just poked it from about where I am ish.
Okay.
Would I be okay putting myself here with Mage Hand, or do you want me right up on the mimic? Because I can be up on the mimic.
Yeah, you were up on it. That's
Alright,
yeah,
that's
that'd just
fine.
be too
That-
far. Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, so this changes things. Okay, first spell slot
Huh.
of the campaign, we're gonna cast a Mage Armor, and
Should have done that at the beginning of the day.
Boo!
I know. It's 8 hours, so shut up.
Thank God we're
So
experienced
she-
D&D players.
She looks at her large, unarmored compatriot wearing a Speedo, and she just slaps Raoul. And Raoul, your armor class is now 13 plus dex.
Okay.
And then she will.
12.
No minuses.
Hey, it's still one higher than Willow's right
Dex
now.
is minus.
I don't think
yeah.
you get the minus, do you?
You do.
No, it's,
you do.
it's 13 plus your modifier.
Which is
Yes.
-1.
Negative
Whatever
one.
that modifier is.
Hell yeah.
Exactly.
Amazing.
So she does that, and then she will. Fuck. She's going to. That's it. That's all she's gonna do. She's just gonna turn and slap Raoul, and give him mage armor, and that is
Yep.
the end of her turn.
Now, are you slapping him in the butt cheek, considering his height
Ah!
and your height?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was an accident.
Oh gee! Oh darn!
You'd be
Damn
like,
it!
it'd be like this.
One cheek. Yep.
Yes.
No, so that is the end of Willow's turn. Because she is smart
Cool.
enough to move away, and she does not have anything else she can do.
Okay.
I
so
have 0 bonus actions, guys.
You're
oh,
level
no.
1. Raoul's next, and Eclipse, you're on deck.
Got it.
All right. First thing I do is I flex so that my skin tight clothing rips apart. And then I I'm gonna cast Vicious Mockery at the chest. You are no true chest. You are fake chest. Who would be a fake version of themselves?
Is that a wisdom saving throw?
Yes.
You should
Uh,
know that.
I'm gonna ask anyway.
It's 12. It's a 12.
Okay. It fails.
Hey,
Roll
that there
D4.
1d4.
1d4 damage.
All right. Well, I clicked on the button in D&D Beyond and got a 2.
2
2
damage and then
damage.
disadvantage. I love it. Look, I played a bard in our last campaign, so
Yeah.
Disadvantage on the next attack roll.
Cool. Thank you. Yeah, he rolled a
Or is it
one.
attack rolls not against you?
no,
it-
it's just
no.
disadvantage.
It's disadvantage.
The
on
next attack roll has disadvantage.
Yes. Yeah, that's awesome. I love bard.
Cool. Anything else?
I think that's it for Kyle.
Yeah, oh,
he
yeah,
finds
sorry,
something else
that's
to
it
do.
for me.
Okay. Yep.
His action was ripping his shirt off.
Eclipse, you're up.
I go run up on it, kind of flanking it a little bit, bring the staff down as hard as I can. That is probably not going to hit. That is an 8.
It does not hit. So it when you bring the staff down again, it's like it's exactly like a mimic you would run into in any game. It's like jumping, bobbing around, like especially Final Fantasy, just like snapping its jaws. This nasty goop flying out of its mouth, tongue everywhere. And right when you go to swing, it closes, and it's pretty much just hitting the shell. You know, you hear a hollow thwang, and then it's closed tightly, and then a second later pops back open and is going wild again.
I'll take that rebound and plant the staff and kick it with a bonus action. That is a 24 to hit.
Oh.
Just barely, yeah.
6 points of damage as I kick it in the wherever its
Oh
teeth are.
my god!
Nice. It yeah, kind of in between smashing it while it's opening, you just like jam a foot into its front row of teeth, and it recoils and kind of
I mean, my foot's made of stronger stuff than its teeth, so
oh, definitely.
that is my action and bonus action. That's the end of my turn.
Sweet. It is now the mimic's turn, and it is pissed off. It is going to. Oh, nice. It is going to take a bite action at the at the thing that just kicked it.
Yep. It has disadvantage, but yes.
Yeah, so it's going to pretty much wildly flail at you. Yeah, neither of those are going to hit. A 3 to hit.
My AC is 16.
Yep. So it's just again, just rocking in place and just like lunging and snapping with no avail. And next up is Jedgar and Brotar on deck.
Is it 30 feet from me to the chest?
I know 20. You know what?
You go
25.
25 feet to get to in between Raoul and myself.
Yeah. Yeah, 25.
20. You fucking dick.
How much did you need?
30.
Oh, it's 29.
Yeah, Don't even let me use my
11
shit.
inches, actually.
So Jedgar will come trampling towards with his spear in hand and stab at the mimic.
I don't think
Dust
it's how he
clouds.
says stab.
Huh?
Dust clouds below.
That's not how Jigard says stab. Stabby stab.
Stab. Stabby stab.
Stab you so good.
Oh, take this, you chesty boy. 22 to hit
You have been stabbed.
Yeah, that hits.
for 9 points of damage.
Oh,
wow,
nice.
that's Big.
Max
max?
damage.
I was
baby.
gonna say that's a 6,
Wow, good
baby.
job.
That is a 6, baby. That's a 6. Suck on my
Oh,
spear.
that is a 6. That is such a good strike, yeah.
Oh, it's right there.
Can we just have a campaign where we all play like Dutch/Swedish/Nordic people?
I don't think people want to hear that, but that's fine.
Oh, I
That's
think
okay.
you're very, very wrong, mister.
You've been a very naughty
You're so
boy.
wrong, mister.
Whip me harder.
I'm gonna retcon
I
that
will
Raoul is
smite the
Swedish.
dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah, Glade's not, or Willow's not British anymore. She's Swedish.
That'll make it really easy for everyone to listen to distinguish who's talking.
Right?
Especially when we all have the same personalities.
That's the only personality you can have when you do that voice.
Oh my god, something raunchy's gonna happen. And everybody's gonna. Oh.
Oh my! This is so nuts.
Is
The
anyone
chorus.
else sweaty in here?
Oh, it's like the sweat lodges on the fjord.
Oh, yes.
Brotar's
So
up
moist.
next, unless you've got a bonus action.
I would.
But what?
Oh, but my DM's a dick.
Oh.
Oh no!
Brotar, go ahead. Take my glory.
22 to hit.
22 hits.
Okay.
You move your token up there.
Oh, I don't need to. This is gonna be good.
Oh, are you?
4
ready?
damage.
4?
Yep.
Oh.
And pull his bitch ass 10 feet closer to me with Thorn Whip.
Bye bye, Willow.
As we all get attacks of opportunity, right?
10.
No.
No. Ricky
That
and I
would have been
talked about
amazing,
that.
though. Yes.
That would have been great.
It does pull it through Willow. So yeah, I can't get rid of the chest that was there, but that chest is now this animated chest, and I am going to hit you with 5 bludgeoning damage.
What the hell?
I can't really help you out here. It's like a 3 foot by 2 foot, a 4 foot by 2 foot solid wooden chest with sharp teeth.
That's all his health. He's dead.
No, I'm still standing. Thank fuck I have more than a -1 in con.
Can you give him a deck save? To duck out of the way?
You're good. I got him.
Eh? I was just I mean, yeah, sure. It tracks.
No, sorry, dude.
That's cool.
Sorry about that. Add 5 health with my bonus action healing word.
See, look how easy that was.
Sorry about
So,
that.
as you guys look down, and as this transpires, you see Willow just get like crunch, like the side of her head just fucking like
Yes.
moves in for a second,
Brotar's
and
just
like
giggling.
blood is streaming out of her nose, her eye, like her good eye that's not purple and mandala, and like there's blood coming out of her ear, and then all of a sudden you just see Brotar, oh shit, and then like healing word, and she's like everything just like sorts itself back into place, and what the hell?
Brotar's just
Um,
giggling.
Next up
Alright.
is Willow, with Raoul on deck.
What's the deal with ranged attacks at within 5 feet?
Disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
Son of a bitch.
You can do a touch spell.
I don't have any touch spells. Well, okay, I only have 1 damaging cantrip, and that's what we're gonna do. You know what? Fuck it. She's gonna smack this thing with her quarterstaff.
Okay, cool.
She has a -1 to this roll, guys.
Just roll it.
Oh, that's a nat 20!
Oh, you missed.
Yeah, weird, right? All right, so I got a nat 20.
Cool,
Two
cool, cool, cool.
hands would be.
What did we roll crit damage?
I was about to ask the same
Oh
question.
god.
One is full,
Yes.
so max
it's-
damage
so
plus.
It's 8.
I
No, so
rolled.
it's 7 because I have a -1 in strength. So 7.
Were
'cause
you
it's a
using
D8.
No.
two hands?
Strength gets
Yes,
put
I
on.
was using 2 hands.
Strength gets added at the end.
Yeah, so do max damage 8
So 8
plus your roll minus your
plus
damage,
6,
right?
-1, so 13.
Is that really how damage works if you have a negative?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ow. What was that?
Yeah,
at?
that's
Sorry.
why it's 13.
Okay.
So that's why, like, as a -1 strength fighter, or not fighter, wizard, if I get into a fist fight, I literally cannot damage them. I literally would just be like, it'd be like,
Slap, 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 slap.
Yes, but the mimic to the face really pissed you off there.
Yeah.
oh,
any-
it was not ideal. She
Anything
got
else?
very upset.
yeah, that definitely is probably why you turn around and crit it.
Uh,
Back.
that's all I can do. I mean,
Cool. Raul and Eclipse is on deck.
These little torture device kind of thingies. You said there's bear traps?
Oh yeah, bear traps, handcuffs, what looks like spiked collars.
There's
Sweaty
spiked collar on a
boys.
chain.
there's a ball on.
I'd
like
like
a
to
leather-
I'd like to grab the spiked collar on a chain and try and throw it and hook something on the mimic.
Okay. Yeah. I think it would probably be strength.
Okay, kind of like a strength attack.
Yeah.
range strength attack. There you
Yeah.
go.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so because you're just like you're literally just.
Throwing a spiky thing.
Are you trying to hook something or hit it with it? That's the thing. Like I guess right. Like Dex would be like I'm trying to like wrap it or get something. Strength is just like I'm wailing this thing at it.
Well, what happened to their stabs when they hit them? They stick?
No.
Okay. Then I'm trying to hook like one of its teeth, one of its big teeth, or its tongue, or its leg, or something. Just
Okay.
trying to throw it to hook something.
Yeah, it might be Dex at that point. I think.
That's fine.
Yeah.
You can do Dex.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, I like that.
-1 + 2.
What is it?
11.
11 to hit.
Actually, no, it would be 9. I wouldn't have proficiency in doing this, I'm sure.
Improvised weapons, unless you have
Yeah, so no.
proficiency in improvised weapons.
It's a 9.
Okay. No, that does miss. I'm sorry. So
That's
it
all
just go. It like the same kind of thing. It when you throw it, it just like clamps up and just like hits and ricochets off. You still have the chain in your hand though.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you can pull it back or whatever.
All right, I'm done.
And yeah, Eclipse.
Okay. I plant the staff and kind of poof, while stepping towards it, trying to crack it again with the stick. That is 22 to hit.
That'll hit.
Not that, sorry. One-handed. Minimum damage. So that is
29.
I wish. 4 damage from the quarterstaff.
Okay.
And I'm going to just follow it up with a quick jab into whatever the weak bit is. 10 to hit.
10 does not hit, barely misses. So you go to like again hit it in the other row of teeth and just glances off of it.
Yep. All right, that is my turn.
Cool. So next up is the mimic, and it still pretty pissed off actually at the monk that's been smacking it around.
Go figure.
Yeah. So it's going to lunge at you and try to chomp on you. Or cool, an 8.
I mean, that doesn't hit.
Yep.
Just sidestep it.
Yep. So it's flailing again. It's like frothing, and goop is hitting the floor. You do notice that the areas in which it's falling on the floor do sizzle a little bit, and it is Jedgar's turn.
Jedgar will shift. Oh god, that's a draw. Too busy drawing
Is
penises.
that his
Oh
penis?
my god.
Hold on.
Drawn to scale, actually.
It's that. Verdict.
So Jedgar will pull out his natural weapon, and
his
he's
2d7, his 2d12 mace.
Yeah.
40-20. Thank you.
Yeah.
And he is actually gonna rear up on his hind feet and attempt to strike the mimic with his hoofs.
Is that a
Yeah, is that
natural
what,
attack
is
that
that
you
what the
have?
kids call it now?
It is.
His hoofs.
Hoofs.
His
Hoofs.
hoofs.
Yeah. For a
His
19 to
hoofers.
hit
19 will hit.
for 6 damage.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay, and next up is Brotar with Willow on deck.
All right. After his last attack, he decided to try something a little different this time, and he's going to
Decided.
cast bonfire.
Oh
Right.
shit!
Bonfire?
Oh yeah.
It's a
Bonfire.
cantrip, isn't it?
Yes, sir. And it's going to cast half on him, half on the table, which will ignite with this.
Okay, cool.
Nobody saw that.
Dex save of 13.
It fails the dex save.
He takes 6 damage, and
Ouch.
the fire sits there.
Yeah.
I drew you a pink fire.
Yep.
He is the table is flaring up and burning. Cobwebs, dust are highly flammable, so the table itself is engulfed in flame, and so is this flailing, screaming, chomping mimic. In the
The
middle of the
Brotar's
floor.
moving over near the door.
As he just lit the wooden floor on fire.
Yeah.
Brotar's chaotic evil.
The mimic, not the floor.
No, he's worse. He's chaotic neutral.
Oh yeah, worse. Yep.
Yeah. Yep. Willow's turn.
All right. So that you said the table is on fire as well as it's spreading towards the floor.
Sure. Yeah. It's making
Okay.
its way down.
Would we?
Don't say short of that.
Would we say that the table is like the fire that is the table is about the size of a small campfire?
It's a
Probably-
bonfire, hence the spell.
It's larger. It's similar to the size of a bonfire.
Ah, yes.
It's a
Okay.
5-foot cube of fire.
Okay, so prestidigitation will not snuff out said fire.
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Well then, let's do something different. You know what? She's going to try to take a couple steps this way, if possible. I understand that's gonna give. Does that give the mimic an attack?
It's going to provoke an attack of opportunity. It's rabid at this point.
That's fine. Go for it.
Does
I
a
thought it was a
20 hit?
Natural 20?
No, a dirty 20.
Oh,
Woo.
Dirty 20.
I guess at level 1 that would hit a wizard.
Okay,
I
well,
think at 20 that might hit a wizard.
that is 4 damage.
Thank God for those fucking heals.
Yeah,
Hit the
And-
head.
and it was a reaction, so that's all you get. Yeah,
So it was 4 damage, you said?
4 damage. Its tongue is you didn't look at it close enough, but you felt it. It is sharp and barbed, and it just
Ooh.
flails at you
Ouch.
A licky boy.
5 feet away as you exit its area.
Okay, well then, she will then cast a firebolt.
Cool.
So that's an attack, a spell attack. That's gonna be a 12 to hit.
12 does hit.
Wait, that is a 1d10
Good lord.
fire damage. That is 7 fire damage.
Nice.
So, the already on fire mimic is slightly more on fire,
Nice.
and it is Raoul's turn.
Sure. I'm just gonna cast Vicious Mockery on it again. Just look at how poorly you are doing.
What's the
You know-
save?
12.
12. It fails.
Sweet.
Nice.
1d4, and that's gonna be a 2. And he has disadvantage on his next attack.
How do you want to
Alright.
do this?
Oh!
Yay.
Can it cry? Can a mimic cry? Does it have eyeballs?
So it's again, it's snapping in all direction. Its tongue is flailing, and it's on fire, engulfed, and it's like the if you know mimics, you know that they are slightly acidic in nature, and it's just spewing left and right. And then you just like tell him that he was unwanted, and he had no friends in grade school, and his teeth are actually crooked when everyone else said they probably were straight.
No.
and-
For a mimic, it's good for the crooked teeth, so his are all
Oh,
straight.
Yeah, they're
This
really
is a
straight.
straight
You're like,
That's
tooth mimic.
horrifying.
you have the straightest
got
teeth I've
human
ever
teeth.
seen, and it's just like it was screeching, and now it's just like horrifically sobbing and burning and just kind of like imploding on itself. And the fire on the table, so like the table catches fire and eventually it like splits and breaks, and it's not spreading like I guess you guys may have thought. Like the wood here is like seasoned hardwood, so it's kind of it's burning. The table itself is burning on the floor and scorching it, but not lighting it. And the mimic, the same kind of thing. Like the fires are still on it and slowly dying down, and after a moment or so, the yeah, like it's just kind of embers and smoking, and it's just a husk of a chest where it once was flailing.
Oh God.
And
Um,
so you said the flames went out?
They slowly but surely, yeah, started to go out after it lost all life force and essence that was keeping it on fire.
What's so
What's the smell?
yeah, what's the smell?
Eclipse doesn't describe it for Eclipse because she doesn't know.
Um,
Describe smells to Eclipse.
Yes, someone who's never smelled anything before.
so it's like, it's like when when you're a younger kid and your mother has this box of chemicals that she puts in her hair, and the hair that was once one color is now another color. But if you grab the bottles that she's using and you sniff them, it's like a burning sensation.
This explains a fucking lot.
Zach and I used to do that.
I think we did it once.
Well, the one time when we dyed our hair,
We had no
What?
clue what
You
it
it
guys
was.
was like
actually dyed
like
your hair?
bleach.
I think I frosted
maybe-
my tips.
I
Your
remember
mom
you
did.
frosted your tips. I
He
didn't.
absolutely would have. Ronaldo
Yeah,
did
no,
it, so he had
there
to.
was a picture on our fridge of Zach with frosted tips.
Yeah, I think Brenda did that, and I sniffed the bottle.
Yeah, and it was just like.
It's like acrid, and it makes your eyes water, and just like I don't know, like intense black carbon smoke coming out of it, and then it just kind of, as it loses life and movement, the flames follow suit, as there's nothing more to consume. Yeah, and then there's pretty much a like wrenched open all the way backwards top chest, very much burned, charred, and still keeping its shape on the floor there next to Jedgar and Eclipse. And you have solved my mimic puzzle.
Yay! Hey!
Was there anything in the remains of the chest? Was it harboring a mimic pearl?
Awesome. So,
No, hold on.
Continue.
Okay.
um,
Discord.
you kick the. Oh my god.
Oh my god, what?
Yes, please and thank you. I was actually gonna.
Oh god.
Jeff,
the
it's in the
straight tooth
it's in the Google Drive, the image, so we can use it. Every single time you guys get loot, you can just pull it up on the stream and just.
the straight tooth mimic.
No. I just added it afterwards.
The straight tooth mimic was horrifyingly hilarious.
I love how you both posted damn near the same picture. Basically, you posted the same picture with the
Just
mic
zoomed in.
Jeff-
1 second.
Downloaded his. I snipped
Ah.
mine.
Okay.
Nice.
So does Raul, you go over and you just kind of like peer in?
I prod around with the broom handle.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you do hit like a solid substance in there. Like, yeah, there's something in there.
Sure,
So
I'll pull it out.
cool. Can you roll a d20 for me?
I can.
Ooh.
8.
Oh, cool. Fuck.
Oh no, what has happened?
No,
Alchemy jug.
nothing crazy. Um,
And decanter of endless oil.
So- yeah, encased in like it's a metal lockbox actually that you do pull out. So it was a chest inside of a chest. There was a metal lockbox that was hiding, pretty much in the center of this mimic's innards.
Oh,
Um,
baby.
Ash. It's unlocked and flips right open, and inside you see a pouch, just like a drawstring bag pouch.
No way.
Can I open it and just throw the broom inside?
The broom goes inside of it without any issues.
And beans pop out.
And then there's just beans.
Every time you open it, you hear beans.
Oh, beans.
Can I pour the contents out on like just the floor?
Yeah.
Is there any contents other than the broom?
So the broom falls out, and so does just kind of like useless materials like iron in the rough, like bits, some tin, some copper, just like again like bits, and lots of rat bones.
Okay, I'm gonna flip the bag inside out. No, I'm just kidding. Doesn't that fuck with reality?
No, that's
It
when you put one inside of another.
Okay, good.
When you flip it inside out, the contents spill out.
Okay, I'll just
You
I'll
fix-
flip it inside
You
out.
flip it inside out, and it's beautiful pink
Sure, cool.
velvet, pink velvet.
Ooh.
And the outside is whatever color you tell me you want it to be.
Bronze.
Gold.
Cool, it's gold.
It's gotta
Um,
be gold.
Gots to be gold.
It's this like weird things when you run your hand across it upward, it turns it silver, and then you run it down and it's like fish scales and it goes gold again.
Yeah, I'm gonna start like writing in it and drawing little faces.
Raoul.
So you have a bag of holding.
Well, that's a good first item.
Yeah.
Not too shabby.
Good roll, Kyle. Good roll.
I think it fits what it was, and
Yeah.
yeah, and so that is pretty much everything that's up in this tower. I mean, like I said, the fires are smoldering out because again, this is seasoned hardwood. It won't catch unless a bigger bonfire happens.
What
Can
about
I
the
go
door to
to-
the left?
It actually will open. It's a little old, it's jammed from old
Is that where
age.
you were gonna go? Eric?
I was gonna go here.
Yeah.
that
okay.
door.
I'll follow you.
Yeah, I was gonna go and take a gander.
Leads to a staircase on the inside.
All right. Yeah. Willow will use the mage hand to open the door. And
With some you
Put a
don't,
penis hand.
you don't you
damn
don't,
it! I thought I moved it.
you don't think it like is really doing much, and after like a moment or two it finally like gets this door to open. It took a little resistance, but it's fine. You guys are like rapid fire on those dicks.
Okay. Listen, you don't know what I've had to deal with all night.
The thing is, the key is pay as little attention as you can to the maps, and you'll be okay.
But that's what we get to look at. It's pretty.
Oh,
I mean, I do kind of deserve it for having my character portrait have a hand upraised in the
But-
sky.
But yeah, it leads to an inside. Pretty much the staircase, it mirrors the one on the outside that you saw, wrapping down and around through the inside. And if you look in, it appears hollow and wrapping around to the base of this tower.
And I don't see anything on the ground level of tower.
You're, did I say like 60 feet high? So you're probably 50 feet high, 50 feet straight down. Dark vision. Do you have dark vision?
Yes.
Just grays, shades of gray, maybe a couple objects down there. But from here, I still think it all kind of, it's muddy. Nothing that's jumps out to you now.
All right. I wouldn't. Could I? Are we gonna be here for like 10 minutes?
What do you mean?
I was gonna see if I could cast detect magic as a ritual, and just kind of.
It's up to you and your party.
That's an hour, isn't it?
It's 10 minutes.
A
To
ritual?
cast it.
A
At,
ritual is
yeah,
10 minutes.
10 minutes
Oh,
for
okay.
rituals.
I sworn it was an hour. All right.
I mean, if you want to, you can cast it. What's everyone else doing?
Well, while he's doing that, I'm finishing up the bag I was making, and I go over to Jagar and say, "I think you need to wear this. I'm tired of walking up steps in there and being poop on the ground." And if you look in the Discord chat, I made him a horse sack.
Oh goodness.
Listen, I eat lots of fruits and lots of veggies. It's a healthy diet, okay? Just because I make lots of poop doesn't mean anything. I will not wear your human garb.
It ties around the waist and falls below the tail, so it catches all the goodies.
What color is it?
Burlap.
Burlap.
This clashes with my scheme.
Which
You need
is
to wear it
also-
for a little bit.
Burlap.
Yes, it is, okay? He's a standard pony color.
Wait, are you brown horse?
You're a brown horse.
No, I'm asking. Are you brown horse?
I am,
Tan?
yeah, a tan horse.
I am Jetka.
Jedgar.
While Willow, sorry,
It's okay.
It'll keep happening. While Willow is casting. God damn it! That's not. That's I was
Detect
drawing
magic.
magic.
Ritual.
Yeah. No, sorry. I need my select mode, not draw mode, because dicks.
God
I
damn, I
will
look away for 2 seconds.
I gave you a medal.
Eclipse will just kind of stand over and just watch and make sure nothing happens to.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
What's the range of detect magic?
It is 30 feet.
But it lasts for a short while, so you can walk with it.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't necessarily.
How long?
Casting time, concentration up to 10 minutes.
Okay, cool. So 10 minutes after you do the ritual.
Yes.
So you guys wait there 10 minutes while Willow's chanting and doing nonsense.
Sorry, I just there was something, magical here, so I might as well just, it's never, you can never be too careful.
I'm throwing all the bear traps and chains and collars into the bag of holding.
Cool.
I'm okay. I love this.
Write assorted torture tools with attaching chains.
I just want to know if you put one of the collars on.
You want a collar on you?
No, I wanted to know if you put one on.
Oh no, I did not. I will not be shackled.
Yes, thank you, Jeff. Thank you, Jeff.
But
That's some good Twitch work right there.
I'm working on it.
nothing pops up when your spell pops. Again, you're still 50 feet up, so if you walk downward
Yeah.
the spiral stairs, still nothing. Yeah, nothing.
Nothing.
So,
Not
yeah.
a thing.
nothing,
Yeah.
not a ting so far, but
Nothing?
you still got 9 minutes left. You're at the base. Very very dusty bottom floor with a couple of chairs, another table up against the wall, all covered in dust, and a door. You do see a door with fallen, I think from the from the outside you did not see the door. From the inside you do see a door. Yeah.
There's a door down here.
Eclipse followed you down already.
She's kind of yelling up to the rest of the group. But okay, good to know.
Coming.
Would you mind helping me out with this?
I will go attempt to open the door, whatever that means.
Wait, did you say there's stuff in front of it or no?
No, actually, there are not.
Okay.
There's not. I thought there was debris. There's not debris.
Never mind.
Debris?
She would use her mage hand to try to open it from.
It opens outward, and the sunlight pours in. It's blinding, you know, because again, it's like pitch dark in there, and now the morning bright sun is hitting your face, and yeah, you walk out pretty much the front. Again, it's like a hidden door almost, magically sealed from the outside. Yeah, so you kind of walk out to the base, walk out of the base of the tower, no issue. Jedgar can go down the steps. He could take the pulley down.
Jedgar will carefully go down the steps. I hates every single one of these.
He hears creaking and no.
Are you pooping the entire way down?
I got all my poops out outside, okay? I don't poop inside. I am still half man. My manners, full manners. You hear it? Manners. Not horsers. Horseners or whatever you want to call it.
But your ass is all horse.
Mainers,
Listen.
mirrors.
You all are just jealous of my horse ass.
Yeah, and that is the end of session 2. You guys walk out and you are at the front of the tower on the opposite side, pretty much facing south.
Why the fuck aren't we at a cliff? There's no cliffhanger at the end?
0 cliffhangers. Yeah.
Done.
So
I quit.
Okay, cool.
You
Excellent.
You solved my mimic puzzle. I actually it scared me because that damage roll on Willow.
The first damage roll and the second damage roll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, oh my
No,
god.
she's not feeling great.
So
Nope,
DM,
me.
did we level?
Not yet.
No.
No.
Not
Here, let me run
yet.
some laps around the tower. Is that gonna do it?
Yeah.
Actually, the
I mean-
role
Okay.
playing has been spot on.
Woo.
What is? I'm just curious, actually.